When it comes to holiday gifting for guys, it's not always so easy. But thanks to Mack Weldon, it's super simple to find something great no matter which guy you're shopping for. Whether it's Mack Weldon's warm knit tops, undershirts, or Sunday lounge pants, Mack Weldon has men's basics that are guaranteed to keep everyone on your list comfortable. Mack Weldon is the perfect mixture of comfort and style, and the ease of shopping makes it the perfect holiday gift. Mack Weldon promises comfort and consistent fit from socks, shirts, and hoodies to underwear, polos, and active shorts. Mack Weldon's wide range of customized fabrics can keep up with you no matter what your day looks like, whether you're working out, going to work, or on a date. And with Weldon Blue, Mack Weldon's totally free loyalty program, you'll get free shipping for life. If you don't like your first pair of underwear, you can keep them and they'll still refund you, no questions asked. Win the gift-giving season and get 20% off your first order. Visit MackWeldon.com/peasants and enter promo code PEASANTS. That's PEASANTS. That's MackWeldon.com/peasants, promo code PEASANTS for 20% off. Mack Weldon, reinventing men's basics.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true.
Sometimes I cry.
Oh!
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. This is episode 819. Live on twitch.tv/drunkenpeasants. Welcome. Here we are. And the hype train, I don't even know what to say.
We're on level 5.
Yeah, we just completed level 4 and we just came on the screen just now. So that says a lot.
Hype.
I guess, Billy, feel free to take a look at Streamlabs just so we can call out all of the wonderful supporters from the YouTube stream and here, and then we'll move on with the show. And if you have any... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Corn Pop was a bad
for
dude.
The sweet boys.
Says, come on, man. What's up,
man?
morbidly
Come on,
fat?
man.
Corn
Good
Pop
show
was a
already.
bad dude. PT Hammer gave us that big love about the Muslims, pagans, and Jews. Dragon of the West said, I had no idea that Hannibal was part Japanese, let alone distant cousin of the Japanese emperor. The more you know. And then we had a ton of subscriptions, follows. Thick Soul with the big hypes. I see Two Guns No Ammo dropping a ton of subs on the team. Thick Soul with them biddies. Says, cheers to Billy the Panty Salesman. Locust God resub for 6 months and said no chowder. Thick Soul said let's go, and we're going.
We are
Be
going.
fat again. PT Ham said good show already. Heck yeah. Veins and Melody
gonna
with
be
the
fun.
subscribe. Okay, Travis, everybody. Hype train goes on. We are literally on the precipice of awesomeness.
Yeah.
You're all here with us.
We have
That's a
almost
bar.
completed the hype train within the first few minutes of the stream. That is unbelievable.
Yeah. 53% of the fifth level, the final level.
Yeah, if you haven't used your Twitch Prime sub yet, feel free to do so on us. We would be honored to receive your Twitch Prime subscription for this month, and it will help us reach the hype train. And if you have any bits, it's always nice to check. I every now and then I'll watch a bunch of ads and get some bits and give them to the creators I enjoy here on the platform. It's very helpful to do that.
That is literally money
Yeah.
right there.
Real money.
There we go.
Dreggy Style already using the Prime subscription.
Nice.
Guys, it's so easy. It's so easy. All you got to do is subscribe to Amazon Prime and then subscribe to us after clicking a few simple links.
Love
If you
this
don't have
podcast.
Amazon Prime or you're already
Thank
Prime
you.
subscribed to somebody else, give us actual subscriptions, real money from your credit card. Also, literally give us the shirt off your back. It won't fit me, but I want it in a pile of clothes on my floor. That's all I ask.
Help Billy out. He wants your shirt.
Happy Christmas, holidays, and Hanukkah and all that good stuff. Hanukkah's over, by the way.
Is
But still, happy Hanukkah to those that did celebrate.
I
don't know
always thought Hanukkah and Kwanzaa ran concurrent to one another.
Well, Hanukkah changes every year.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, the Festival of Lights is not on one set day. And I don't know when Kwanzaa is either.
I also don't know when Kwanzaa is.
In the Orthodox Christianity, most Orthodox Christianity, their Christmas is in January because they use the Julian calendar instead of the Gregorian calendar, which is what we use now. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We need you are 6% away from getting to level 6 of the hype train. What do we got to do to get to level 6?
I don't even know if there is a level 6. I think level 5. If you max out level 5, basically everyone gets the custom emotes for the rest of the stream, and I don't know if we're gonna make it. Someone needs to throw in, like, we've got a minute left to meet 100% of the hype train. We just need like one or two more subs or like a couple more bits. All right, there we go.
It is.
Stormy, there we go.
Ham.
Thank you. You guys are amazing because we've only really been streaming for a few minutes here. And we've already
Hammer, don't hurt him.
Part-time ham for the win.
It was me talking about it that got us over the hump.
I agree. You get it. You get all the kudos.
Well,
Why are you trying to steal his momentum, Hannibal?
I wasn't trying to steal. I was trying to make sure that I get the credit that I deserve for that. Like,
you get the credit.
Listen, I helped. Okay, I just want credit for. All right.
We did 178% of level 5. So, like, we would have already made it. If there was a level 6, we would have made it to level 6.
See? There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn.
GG. Amazing. For those of you watching on YouTube during the re-upload version of this, you have no idea what a hype train is, and that's why you have to go to twitch.tv to find
Just
out
follow
next
us.
time we're live.
Everybody follow. If you're not following us, but you're here, you should just click the follow heart thingy and just do that. And enjoy the cool emotes that you are now able to use for the rest of this stream. Welcome to all 300 of you watching. Feel free to share this around if you can. You know, if you stream on Twitch and you have any viewers, feel free to host us on your channel. Hosting us is always helpful. We're gonna check out some of the news that I downloaded today. Here it is.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
God is so humiliating.
People are discriminating against wolves. Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
Better well learn to love it.
Yeah. All right.
Well, has anything happened this week? Anything newsworthy?
Dr. Fauci got the first dose of the Moderna COVID vaccine, you know, after the people who were part of the trial period. Yeah, let's see. Dr. Fauci
looks like he's got an ouchie.
He's a little he's a little rotund, isn't he?
He dummy thick.
A little bit. He's just rocking a dad bod. That's all.
Yeah. Fauci could put the swerve on.
Yeah. That's all.
I like how it's a big spectacle now, people getting shots. I never thought it would be like this. Like, I never imagined this world we're living in right now where it's like big news that certain people are getting shots live on camera.
It's weird.
I remember when I was 4 or 5 years old getting my first shot. It was a big spectacle. I cried like a baby.
Of course, I did too. Oh, man. When I was a kid, I had really bad allergies, and they do this test to you to see what you're allergic to, and they rub this.
And they give you all those shots.
Yeah. They rub this oil all over you. They had to do it on my back because they were testing me for so many places. So they covered my back in these oils that had like the allergens in them, and then they pricked my skin in different locations and looked to see where it would swell. And that's how they knew what I was allergic to. It hurt so bad. It probably wouldn't hurt me now as an adult, but when I was like in the first grade, I cried like a little bitch. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Wait, are we allowed to say cried like a little bitch?
Yes.
I
Twitch?
don't know.
You know what? Sometimes it's helpful not even to question it.
I like the emphasis you put on that, Hannibal.
I like, did you see how he got a round of applause? We live in a world where you get a round of applause for getting a shot. Hold on.
Do you also get a sucker?
Yeah, you know what? He needs a sucker and a gold star sticker on his shirt.
Yeah, if he gets the lollipop,
they should have given him a gold star.
No,
Could you
put the gold star
imagine?
on his mask.
Could you imagine if it went like it does for little kids? If he was like, I don't want it, and they have to like come and hold him down while he's struggling, so they can give him the shot.
Your stimulus is going to be the lollipop you get after taking a shot. You don't get your stimulus until you get a shot.
Yeah,
you
and look,
get
that's
your $600, but not until you get your shot.
I almost kind of feel that way. Like if you don't want to get vaccinated, maybe you shouldn't get the stimulus. That's what the stimulus is for. I kind of feel that way. Like I don't think it should be criminalized. Like I don't think people should go to jail or anything for not getting it. But yeah, I mean, this money is being given out as COVID relief. If you're not going to be helpful towards that,
you can't have the bullshit $600.
Right?
But can I?
Yes.
Can I still go to one of the mini museums they're building off of this act that's going into place? Will I be allowed to go to the new Smithsonian Women's Museum that they're going to build off of this act that's been pushed through?
I mean,
this CARES Act.
I mean, yeah, they're what? They're putting some pork in the law to like push other things.
So much.
Sure,
so much.
I mean, that
pork.
happens all the time, right?
If I don't get my shot, will I be able to get some of these Turkish arms that they're going to be buying from the Russians with this this bill that passed?
Not. Of course not.
Can you also sneak in something about making use of copyrighted material into a felony as well?
But I do think,
like streaming, like it's like it'll be a felony to use somebody's copywritten streaming content.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been talking about that kind of stuff forever. We'll see how
they
it's enforced.
snuck it into this bill. They snuck it into this bill.
We'll see how it's enforced. I mean, it's not. I mean, there's still fair use. There's still fair use. It's not like. I mean, the news uses copyrighted content clipped all the time. They don't pay for a license for it.
Yeah.
That's fair use for that kind of stuff. As long as we're not just re-streaming shit. They're talking about those fucking like live streaming places where you can go and watch like like the Tyson fight we just watched.
Yeah.
People were going there are websites up there
Yeah.
where people and I don't agree with criminalizing more things. So I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying like us streaming a news clip, we're not going to get charged with a felony for that.
No.
Cool. I'm curious. There are there are certain jobs that are like if their employees have the opportunity to take the vaccine and don't take the vaccine, that they will be termed immediately. Do you think that's fair or foul?
I think that's fair.
That's fair. Like,
That's 100% fair.
If you're a nurse,
if
you're a nurse and you don't take the vaccine, get the fuck out of the hospital.
I'll tell you what. In the military, it is not optional to be vaccinated because they know they all work together and they're all over the world, and disease could spread through the military like wildfire.
Yep.
If they didn't have everyone being vaccinated, it has to be certified. So if that's the standard they hold, why wouldn't we hold that? I don't understand. We have freedom of speech, but there's limitations when it affects public safety. It should be the same thing. We have the freedom to not to choose what we do with our own bodies, but there should be like a limitation when it comes to overall public health.
Yeah.
I wish they'd have added in the bill that prostitution was legal.
It should be legal. It should be legal.
It should be.
Isn't that state by state?
But in a
kind of, there's one state where it's legal, and like there's a monopoly in that state. There's like one guy that owns all the brothels in Nevada.
God damn.
Yeah.
My good buddy Carl.
If there's gonna be one state, you know it's got to be Nevada.
Good old Carl.
Yeah. So
I feel.
Go ahead.
I feel like that should be legalized, but in the middle of a pandemic when we're socially distancing, it's probably a bad time to put that one on the table.
Even if it was legalized, I would agree with them being closed at this point. Like, yeah, just because it would spread like really easily with that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, think about all of the negative effect. First of all that money that's already spent on prostitution, none of it's taxed. So none of it's going towards taxes. And then also, on top of that, human trafficking and stuff, it would cut into all of that.
But it also would cut into the middleman's profits. And one of the great thing about pimping is, well, I can't remember the quote. It's just, really good. Pimping it ain't easy, but it sure is fun, I have a whole list of pork menu items added to this bill. Should I go over it real quick?
What are the items?
Some of the pork.
Items. Tell me
some
more.
of the pork added to this bill for your $600 that you're gonna get. They're also going to give $40 million for the Kennedy Center. There U.S. weapons purchases that go above and beyond the already high military budgets. $200 million so that federal HIV/AIDS workers overseas can buy cars and car insurance, among other things. There's $3.3 billion in grants to Israel, $453 million to the Ukraine. We have $10 million for gender programs in Pakistan, $1.3 billion to Egypt, $700 million to Sudan. We have $135 million going to Burma, $85.5 million going to Cambodia, $1.4 billion for an Asia Reassurance Initiative Act, and $130 million going to Nepal. As far as military spending, there's $4 billion for the Navy's weapons procurement, already above the huge military budget. $2 billion for the Space Force, which if you listen to the head of Israel, there's a galactic federation of aliens out there that we're working with. So maybe this $2 billion is the most important $2 billion on the list. I don't know. $2 billion for Air Force missiles. We got $208 million to upgrade the Census Bureau's computer systems. They're getting, dude, they're getting some Dells. There's funding. There's $40 million for the Kennedy Center, and there's funding to discourage teenagers from drinking and hooking up.
What?
What? How much? Wait. How much?
Are we paying them not to do it?
So there doesn't have an exact amount here, but it says teach the benefits associated with self-regulation, success sequencing for poverty prevention, healthy relationships, goal setting and resisting sexual coercion, dating violence, and other youth risk behaviors such as underage drinking or illicit drug use without normalizing teen sexual activity. That's in the bill. The bill has $193 million for those AIDS workers. That also covers a feminist museum, which we built. There's a feminist museum. I believe it's Smithsonian Feminist Museum. We have a few museums that are opening up. They're going to educate consumers about the dangers associated with using or storing portable fuel containers for flammable liquids near an open flame. So for those of you that
can we take all that museum money and the people that don't know how to store gas in open containers and just distribute that money to the people?
I think
instead,
you would think, right?
I would think some of it should be used for like helping pay the enormous amount of medical debt that people are going to be in.
Oh,
you would
for sure.
You would think, but they don't care about that. This is basically every single pet project any congressman, man or woman, has had. They throw it on to the pile of COVID relief, because who's going to vote against COVID relief?
Who's
right?
gonna
vote
exactly?
Who the fuck is gonna go to this museum when COVID is going on? I mean,
that's something Trump said today. He's like, these museums aren't even open. He was like,
That is
he's
ironic.
they're giving $40 million to the Kennedy Center and it's not even open. And I'm like, man, Trump, why you gotta sound so right now? This is like, you don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. You're out of here. And he ended his speech today with, if this establishment, this coming in establishment, doesn't do right by the people, the next one coming in will. And he's like, and it might just be me. And you're like, whoa,
No.
Trump,
It won't.
this is not the time we need you to make sense. Say something crazy, please. Please. We're in good hands with these lobbyists and everybody that are just
Are we?
They're basically like, look, don't let any tragedy go to waste. You know what they're saying? Last thing you want to do.
You gotta use every piece of the tragedy. The hooves, the snout. You know what I'm saying? Use it all. The antlers. Use it.
You could say a lot about the Native Americans. They knew how to use every piece of the buffalo without wasting any piece of the buffalo from their hunt. And we are the same way with tragedies.
Here's a story about Trump. He's still trying to overturn the election.
Why?
And with the pandemic and the relief talks raging on, President Trump is focused squarely on overturning the election. ABC News has learned details of an Oval Office meeting Friday night with a noted conspiracy theorist and his former national security advisor, Michael Flynn. The meeting apparently turned into a shouting match. Here's ABC's Faith Abube.
Tonight, President Trump, relentless, continuing to peddle false claims about the 2020 election. He lost by more than 7 million votes.
We have uncovered a voter fraud, the greatest voter fraud in history.
ABC News now learning of a heated Oval Office meeting Friday. In attendance, lawyer Sidney Powell, the conspiracy theorist Trump recently fired from his legal team. Sources telling ABC News Trump contemplated trying to get Powell high-level security clearances and naming her as special counsel to investigate the 2020 election, a move the president has no power to make. Retired military general Michael Flynn, who Trump recently pardoned, suggesting the president take the unprecedented steps of declaring martial law and ordering the military to rerun elections in critical states he lost. Flynn first floated the idea last week on the conservative media outlet Newsmax.
He could take military capabilities and he could place them in those states and basically rerun an election.
That's like some fascism at work right there, right? Like
Absolutely.
Isn't that how Hitler kept winning elections? I don't like what.
Can I just say, listen, any Trump supporters in the chat that believe this shit or are, why'd you say Hannibal?
No, because you're about to piss off a bunch of people that. Go ahead, say what you got to say. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to step on your toes. Go ahead.
This is the shit. This is the bullshit. This is the most anti-American shit that can be said. What is being spoken of here? Sit the fuck down. Chill the fuck out. There is no fucking election fraud. Trump fucking lost. Deal with the shit. Be upset. Complain. Protest in the street all you want. Oh my God, Trump lost. We did the shit when Hillary lost. Protest in the street. This election is not a fucking fraud. Sit the fuck down and chill out and stop trying to destroy fucking democracy, because these people are actively trying to destroy the shit when they talk like this. Stop it. Whine. Be snowflakes like we were.
The meeting reportedly devolving into a screaming match, with Powell calling Trump aides quitters. She did not respond to requests from ABC News for comment.
She just looks crazy. And what, she's like 6'2" or something? I have no idea.
I doubt she's that tall. I think Giuliani's just a hobbit.
She was taller
when she was
than
standing next to
everyone
Giuliani,
else.
she looked huge.
She was
Maybe
taller
she's 6'2".
I don't know. Who knows?
White House counsel.
Go ahead.
I was gonna tell you in Georgia, the day that Brian Kemp, the governor of Georgia, had to certify, like after they did the second recount, and he came out and was like, okay, so after we did a second recount, it looks as though it is official that Joe Biden won the state of Georgia. Like, people like there were MAGA protesters at the governor's mansion in like right in like Buckhead, Atlanta. It's like, and it was like we're talking about like armed with AR-15s in front of the governor's mansion the day that he certified the results. Like these people are not playing around. Like they are willing to take this shit to. And if you ask them for the proof, they'll give you a ton of proof. And then you'd be like, well, okay, so how come when they go to court, they don't ever present that proof you just mentioned?
Yeah, how come when they present that, the court laughs it out of the court?
That's not allowed. This proof just isn't allowed in court.
Yes. This
think
proof isn't exactly proof. Get it the fuck out of my court.
I think it's obvious. All these people, they're the ones that support the right to bear arms and everything, and they know it's only a matter of time before their guns are taken away, and they want to get in and use them before they're gone.
Yes.
They gotta go hang out in front of the governor's mansion with AKR-15s and kidnap Michigan people. There's nothing else to do.
Did you say AKR-15s?
Yeah.
AKR-15. Y'all wait till after the election. Wait till
Pass
after the election when we come and take all of your fucking guns.
AKR-1547s.
Maloney, Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, and Rudy Giuliani, who was on the phone, convincing the president against both the special
Look how much taller she is than everyone else there.
Oh, she is tall as hell.
Yeah.
I can't wait until the Rudy Giuliani movie is made and they get Danny DeVito to play him.
Danny DeVito is way shorter.
And declaring martial law. Using the military to influence an election being met with swift backlash.
Look, this is appalling. There's no other way to describe it. It's unbelievable.
And Tom, today President Trump pushing back publicly on the idea of martial law, writing on Twitter, quote, martial law equals fake news. Tom?
Okay, Faith, thank you for that.
Fake news.
All right. I don't know. I don't think he'll actually do it, but it's just weird that people who actually worked for him in his administration, like people who went to prison for him that he pardoned, are saying, yeah, Trump, you just march the military in there, overturn the states that you need to win so you can stay in.
Yeah.
I don't know, their inability. Yeah, it's like playing video games. Like when I was a kid and I played video games and I'd beat someone and they'd like there was always that person that always had an excuse. Like it was always the controller.
My block button's not working.
Right. It's like, no, you just lost. You lost.
Like for those that believe in him, even when he leaves and he's not president anymore, they're going to hold on to that lie that he was robbed, and he's not going to look like the loser in their eyes. So like he's going to be able to build off this lie as a win when he goes and starts his TV company or whatever the hell he chooses to do after being president. So it's stupid, but even as fund the GoFundMe or whatever they did to fund this campaign to expose the fraud, half of that money up front said it wasn't even going to the campaign, right? It was going to expose fraud. It was going to his further campaign spending. Like it's always been a money raising scam.
True.
Since 1992.
And President-elect Joe Biden will start from ground zero when it comes to social media. When he takes over the POTUS Twitter handle on January 20th, he will have 0 followers. Twitter is wiping out all the followers from the account. That's a change from 2017 when President Trump absorbed all of Barack Obama's Twitter followers.
That's weird. I wonder why they're doing that. They let Trump take all of Obama's followers on that account, but now they're going to wipe it to 0.
They just don't want Biden getting harassed by all the Trumpers.
Does Trump use the POTUS?
No, here's the thing. If you look at all the responses to Trump tweets, they're almost all negative.
Actually, Billy makes a good point, though. Doesn't Donald tweet out of his own personal account?
I think he might tweet out of
account?
both. It might be both. I'm pretty sure.
I've rarely seen an @POTUS tweet go viral the way his @real Donald Trump tweets go.
Yeah, I wonder if he might just tweet the exact same shit out of both, but his personal one has way more followers.
How long do we think until Donald Trump's Twitter gets banned after he's no longer?
1 month. My vote's on 1 month.
1 month. BENPAI, what do you think?
Oh God, I don't know. It really depends on what his next move is. Maybe like 3 months.
Okay, 3 months. Monty, Bill Fridge. I want to somebody keep record of this timestamp, and then we'll revisit this at a later date. And then look,
I'm gonna say 1 month.
You're gonna go. Well, no, you can't do 1 month because Krenda already did.
Yeah.
We're doing Price is Right rules, closest without going over.
All right, 1 month and 15 days.
I think it's either going to be the first day or no balls never.
Ooh, okay. So you're betting $1. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna go 4 months. I think by April he'll screw up.
I'll laugh if he manages to do it in half of a day, and so Billy still went over.
Look, I didn't say an entire day. I said within the first day.
Twitter
right?
could always change its rules.
Krendar, your joke sucks.
Thanks, buddy.
I love you.
Twitter could always change its rules. So I don't think just because the rules on, day one of the Biden presidency may not ban Trump, they could go and rewrite their rules to get rid of him. Or he could slip up and violate a new rule that would have been even an old tweet. Like if they changed their rules to where someone flagged one of his old tweets, it could do that. Who knows?
From the app
They can take him out.
At White House handles. Apparently, Renita, the Obama administration had asked Twitter to pass along the millions of followers to Trump.
I read that.
Obama was the first sitting president in office to use a Twitter account during his presidency, and the app POTUS account was created so that future presidents...
Yeah, when Obama used Twitter, it wasn't like, this is where we go to listen to what the president has to say. It was just a Twitter account.
Yeah, he wasn't using it to give presidential addresses.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna get rid of all the subscribers on the presidential OnlyFans account.
could use it as well.
It was.
Receiving those sweet shorts, huh?
And so they're also resetting the @FLOTUS account and the @PressSec account. I mean, it's really starting from ground zero. And so the Biden transition team is apparently pushing back against Twitter to try to they're calling it unequivocal, because of the different transitions of power.
There was one scenario where I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to vote for Trump if this happens. And that's if Michael Bloomberg would have gotten the nomination. Because I don't want someone even more rich than Trump being president, a guy that owns networks. This is his network, Bloomberg News. He's super rich. He's one of the richest men in America. And he owns his own media platform on top of other things. I didn't want another guy even at a higher level of detachment from the rest of the country.
I thought you were going to say I wouldn't vote for Michael Bloomberg because he sexually harassed all those women and then paid them to stay
part
quiet.
of it too. I mean,
but I think
you went a whole different direction than I thought. I thought you were way more woke than that, Ben.
No, I'm not very woke. I'm not very woke.
I think for most of us that value, for those of us that value family over money, Grandpa Joe Biden is the richest president of them all.
Probably.
I see what you did
I'm
there.
trying to think. I'm trying to understand your meaning, but I think I got it.
Value family, not money.
Yeah. Here's Trump. Here's a clip of Trump talking. Here.
Throughout the summer, Democrats cruelly blocked COVID relief legislation in an effort to advance their extreme left-wing agenda and influence the election.
They love using that extreme left, radical liberal Raphael Warnock.
Yes,
Listen, I live in Georgia, so I hear those ads all the time. It's just like, look, the John Ossoff ones are even better. They be like, because what they say is, John Ossoff, is he friends with communist China? Will he eat your babies?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's they just paint
Based on nothing.
They paint the other side as radicals when really they're like the more I mean, like they're closer to them than the actual radicals are. It's very
The
strange.
new radicals.
Yeah, the actual like political radicals are being pushed out by the more centrist parts of the Democratic Party.
Then a few months ago.
That's why I'm pretty sure they'll try to get rid of AOC so that she doesn't actually amass any kind of power.
Yeah.
I kind of see that happening.
Congress started negotiations on a new package to get urgently needed help to the American people. It's taken forever. However, the bill they are now planning to send back to my desk is much different than anticipated. It really is a disgrace.
Why does he shift like that all the time? Like, what is that shift that he does?
He's got squirms. He squirms a little bit. He's excited. He's still got those happy feet. He's
Parkinson's.
Part penguin.
I think he's positioning himself for the cameras. Like, I think he's like, did we cut the camera too? And he tries to adjust his body to where he thinks the new camera is pulling focus.
And do y'all believe that he wears diapers?
I've seen pictures that suggest that he might. He's got a big butt for the rest, proportionally to the rest of him.
First off, BENPAI, we don't say you got a big butt. Okay, we don't say that. What we
he
do
got
is
a juicy booty.
He's thick. There you go.
He's thick. He's thick. He got a Tonka truck. He got Tonka.
He plays the accordion.
We can say
the more than 5,000 pages in this bill, which nobody in Congress has read because of its length and
he doesn't do the accordion thing because his hands, he has the podium to he pushes his hands into it like he wants to play the accordion because that's what he normally does when he talks.
Complexity.
In the way, yeah.
It's called the COVID relief bill, but it has almost nothing to do with COVID. This bill contains $85.5 million for assistance to Cambodia, $134 million to Burma, $1.3 billion for Egypt and the Egyptian military, which will go out and buy almost exclusively Russian military equipment. $25 million for democracy and
gender fuck when they hack shit.
Programs.
Well, I think the idea here is he's finally got something to focus on that makes him look like a good guy. So
when did this happen?
When did what happen?
No, this particular thing.
Like
when
today.
This is earlier today.
Yeah.
The act that was supposed to be for COVID relief passed yesterday. The 5,000 plus page bill came to Congress after noon yesterday and was passed in the afternoon. So there's no way that any of these Congress people had time to read a fraction of this 5,000 page bill that just showed up out of nowhere. And when you start really looking at it, you see every single person that had something to do with this bill threw in their favorite little pet project because they knew it's gonna get through. You can't turn down aid to the people. And after 9 months of working through this bill to get it to where we are, for the people that get $600 and then them put billions of dollars into other countries, this is not what this should be about.
How about some support for your own people?
I agree.
This money doesn't come out of nowhere, right? Like we're gonna pay for this debt. We pay $36 million an hour right now just off of the interest of our national debt.
Stan.
I agree.
$500 is
I'm not
trash.
surprised,
As soon
though.
as I get it, it's already gone.
There's always stowaway shit in bills, especially something like this where these people that are running for re-election, their opponents could use it against them and say, "Oh, they voted against COVID relief." like that, because that's technically true, you know. So yeah, that's what they were doing. They put it's political bullshit. It's like, yeah, we know people want this because it'll make them look good to vote for it, so we can cram a few things in there that we want that have nothing to do with it. So yeah, I'm not surprised at all. Politics as usual.
$5 million to believe
in the chat says it's Tao Tap in the chat says it's almost like America First is something Billy agrees. Yeah. I do agree with a whole lot of things that Nick Fuentes would bring up.
Oh God.
And that's fine, because there are a lot of problems in this country that need to be fixed, but we don't fix them by blaming the people across from us. We don't fix them by
blaming the people who happen to look different than you, who happen to share different certain genetic traits. We'll say
I don't believe in the idea of division as power, and that's the problem we have to get through on both sides. The radical left, the tubular right, everywhere in between. We have to come together and realize that we are not each other's enemies. We are the crumb snatchers, and we have to stop settling for this trickle down bullshit.
It trickles down on us, if you know what I mean.
Trickles down the pant line.
Yes.
The only thing I'm cool with on trickle down is pre-cum.
Yeah, well, you know, when Trump was in Russia, allegedly, he got trickled down on, you know?
Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Panama.
Careful, Trump.
$40 million for the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., which is not even open for business. $1 billion for the Smithsonian, and an additional $154 million for the National Gallery of Art. Likewise, these facilities are essentially not open. $7 million for reef fish management.
Okay, really quick. Trump's going through the numbers. I want to pause again. Mr. Original Username says, sorry, Billy, but we do blame Republicans for the majority of this country's problems. Fuck this both sides shit. This is not the answer, Papa. You're playing into the division. You have to realize neither side of the political party has your best interest in their mind. They are working for the same people, and those people already have more than they could spend in 10 generations.
Yeah, Monty and I say it regularly. Just because we voted for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris doesn't mean that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris deserved our vote.
Facts.
You know,
Facts.
I'd vote Democrat most of the time because it's the option that gives it's the option that best suits me, my family, and what I think would be best for the country. But but it's not the best option. Like, there's a lot of things that I see on just from the Democrat side that I am not a fan of. But you deal with it because it's the lesser of two evils. And I'm tired of voting for the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, but the one thing that those two parties agree on more than anything else is to make them two the only game in town and not allow anyone else to sneak in. It was pretty amazing that Ross Perot got as much attention and even got into the debates. I think now they're going to work their hardest to make sure that never even happens again. Did you notice that this year the third-party candidates got even less press than usual? Like, I didn't even see their votes, like people voting for them, even being covered this year. Usually they cover
except Kanye.
I talked to some libertarians and I asked them, because they told me they were libertarians, and I was like, "Did you vote for Joe Jorgensen?" And they were like, "No." Did you vote for Joe Jorgensen? It's like, no, I'm black. Of course, I didn't vote for Joe Jorgensen. This is a crazy thing to say. Black. I'm sure there are black libertarians. Can I say? Am I allowed to say black libertarians on Twitch?
You can talk about black libertarians. You can talk about Sasquatch. You can talk about Loch Ness Dragon. You can talk about many mythical things. You can.
$1 billion to combat.
You see how he did? He threw the ball off the backboard, caught it, and then slammed it himself, and then put his arm in the rim. Vince Carter.
Why does
those are sports references?
Why does he need two camera angles?
I didn't get the sports reference.
I've never seen a president use.
I'll be right back.
I've never seen the president use multiple camera angles before.
Relief payments, and not enough.
I wonder if they have a new production crew in the White House right now getting ready for Biden, and they're testing out the multiple angles.
Yeah, he's their guinea pig.
Enough money is given to small businesses, and in particular restaurants, whose owners have suffered so grievously.
See, this wasn't what he was saying before. Before it was like, we don't want to pay people more to not work than they were working. It's like, but they can't work even if they want to, so we might as well help them out so that they can come out of this thing ahead and then come out on their feet, hitting the ground running when everything does get back to normal.
So super random. I want to tell you this real fast. A couple weeks ago, so I live in Atlanta. For everybody who doesn't know this already, Atlanta, Georgia is essentially just wide the fuck open. Like you can come here and like everything that you can't do where you are, you can definitely do here. Like massages, barbershops, get your nails done, get a tattoo, go to the bar, go to the club, go to the movies. You can do all that shit. It's ridiculous.
You can even vote again in Georgia. They're gonna let you do a whole nother round of voting next month.
I just checked this to make sure I was still registered to vote from the presidential election to now. So look, I picked up this one guy. He was a bartender from New Orleans, and he was just like, yeah, like some of the bars are starting to open up in New Orleans, but not a lot. You can't really make a lot of money. So he came to Atlanta to be a guest bartender at an establishment in Buckhead, and he was like, yeah, I basically was like, I'm not making enough money to live, so I have to take the risk of coming to Atlanta and working so I can afford to just pay bills and keep my lights on and stuff. And the irony was the weekend that he came to Atlanta to work, that particular bar was shut down because 7 of its staff tested positive for COVID, which isn't a surprise because that place is always wall-to-wall packed. But it's like he literally had to weigh the pros and cons of like, do I want to get COVID or do I want to keep my lights on? And, so he decided to come to Atlanta and take the risk.
People shouldn't have to make that choice.
If I come to Atlanta, will you take me to all the cool coffin spots?
Oh, absolutely. Every strip club you want to get COVID at, my brother, I will take you there. Okay?
Thank you.
You look, Billy, you my nuke. I'm going to take you wherever you want to go. All right?
My Zeus. Oh, no.
All right. So we have a quick word from our sponsors tonight. Our sponsors are the following. Unsuck, unfake, untrack, untroll, unfollow, unkaren, unfuck the internet. Firefox.com/unfuck. Wow, it's an edgy campaign. I use a lot of browsers, and Firefox is definitely one of them. Because one of the main reasons I use it is because it loads certain things like the old soundboards that I used to use. A lot of those don't play on other browsers anymore. So yeah.
I'm impressed with all the shape Firefox is throwing.
Unkaren, unzuck. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I just installed Firefox, and you can see my camera has already been fixed. I have unfucked my camera. That was.
How'd your camera get zucked?
I didn't have Firefox.
All right.
Look, my camera works too now. Shit, look at that. Here I am. You can see me now. That's crazy.
All right. Yeah, so check that out. Go to that edgy URL and check it out. And on with the show.
Not only Firefox, but also Firefox News. They're done. Get rid of them, independently of Firefox browser.
Fox News has never been fire. Let's be honest.
There was a point in time where Fox News was the happening news. You know, you could go there and get a good falafel.
Oh, Fox News falafels are the best.
Hey, Monty, I know you make shawarmas. Do you make falafels too?
Shawarma is so good, man.
I don't make falafel. I don't make falafel. And Hannibal still wants to put barbecue sauce on shawarma.
No, shawarma already has its own
don't need
seasoning.
any sauce.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, and it was really good. But when I didn't know what it was, I was just like, man, this looks like this would be better with barbecue sauce. And look, for the record, we don't know that I'm wrong. Right?
You're not wrong. There's no world where
then it's
you're
just
wrong.
barbecued chicken with like other marinade on it.
Yes.
I don't know.
See, now I want to go take a quick break and go get some barbecue shawarma.
Here's Biden talking about, I won't be a lame duck. Just watch me.
Would you consider filing for re-election early next year to show that you're not going to be a lame duck?
I'm not going to be a lame duck. Just watch me. Just watch me. I've been saying this from the very beginning. Look,
What does that mean, just watch me? Does that mean just watch me file for re-election?
I'm not sure what it means, but I'm pretty sure we're not allowed to say lame duck on Twitch. So
whatever.
President Biden, chill.
Get the work of, from this point on, for the next several years, there is one objective, and it's not my political future. It's bettering the circumstances for the average American. That's what it's all about. And I want to communicate to the American people.
He's being very vague about whether or not he'll run again.
What I hope they already understand about me. It's about them. It's not about me. It's not about me.
The theory that some people have, which I don't know if it'll happen or not, it would be crazy if it did, that, you know, we get to like the last few months of the Biden's first term, he resigns, that makes Kamala Harris the first woman president automatically, and then she can run for 2 more terms, you know, if she wanted to. But I think people might resent that, and she might lose
absolutely would.
Because of that.
Yeah, I think if in 2024, if Donald Trump is still, you know, has a semblance of his current wherewithal,
he doesn't have that
runs
now.
for president. I know, but if he runs for president in 2024 against Kamala Harris, Donald Trump will be the president in 2024.
You think so?
America's not. America's. I don't think America is ready to vote in a female president, let alone a black.
Here's where I disagree with you.
Go for it.
So, Donald Trump, if him simply declaring that he's running for president doesn't get him the Republican nomination for president, and I don't think the Republicans want him as their nominee again. So if he's running, I think it'll be 2 people on the right running against whoever's running on the Democrat side. That's what I think would happen if he tried to run.
I could see that. I could see that.
But Hannibal, I gotta disagree somewhat. I think America's ready to vote in a woman president, but not if it's Kamala and not if it's Hillary.
I don't know. I feel like this next 4 years could do a lot for Kamala's image. She's thrusted into a position of power as vice president. She is the new the first woman of color to be actually elected into the White House in some capacity. Like this is the first woman, first
woman period.
Second person of color, right? Like this is a huge leap. Biden is the second Catholic to be pushed in. This is interesting.
Yeah. You'd think Nick Fuentes would like that one of his fellow Catholics finally became president again.
Who knows? Maybe in a year he will. Maybe he was just on the Trump train, and now that the Trump train's gone, maybe he will switch to Catholic Biden and have a whole new song to sing.
Funny.
I've heard other Catholics say that he should be excommunicated. So who knows?
Why?
Probably because he's, pro-choice, and that is that's a contentious issue in Catholicism for sure. But
fair enough.
I mean, you don't when you're president, you're not supposed to let your personal religious beliefs dictate how you rule, govern the country. So
the idea here is that Kamala has 4 years in the spotlight to really solidify whether or not she will be a contender for the presidential race in 4, 8, 12 years, whatever it is. But she has that spot to prove right now. She's in a position to show and prove, and we won't know where this goes. Saturday Night Live tends to favor her quite a bit, and
who cares?
Say what you want about. I mean, who cares? We do tend to look towards Saturday Night Live for our social commentary for decades here in America.
A lot of people do, I think.
Yeah, it's always had a bit of power. It's been liberal, left leaning. But because they take jabs at both sides, people pick it up. No, like Fox. I've seen Fox News clip to Saturday Night Live and laugh at stuff when they take jabs at people they hate. It's accepted as more of an open forum than other current social. I don't want to say news, but it is. Saturday Night Live is like news. It's like the Daily Show before the Daily Show, and the Daily Show was huge during the Bush years.
Mm-hmm.
Huge for news.
Yeah,
I don't think it's like the Daily Show. They did have a news segment that you could argue is similar to the Daily Show, but I mean, they're sketch comedy, sometimes topical, sometimes not.
It's
kind of
current
held that
events.
social place.
Sometimes.
The Daily Show.
Some of their sketches
social
are.
commentary on current events, which that's news, even though it's comedy. It is news.
They've probably lost a lot of that now, but I think there's still something to it.
Do you think you can name 5 current SNL cast members?
Yeah.
Nope, I can't.
I can't because I haven't watched it in decades.
All right, here's
right. Y'all got the Canadian. Y'all got Kids in the Hall.
Kids in the Hall's been off the air for like 30 years.
Well, I thought they were still playing it in like Edmonton or Alberta or wherever you live, Crenda. I'm not sure which province are you.
Oh shit, that's Crenda. I thought that was Lord Jamarcus. All this.
Shut up.
Governor Gavin Newsom just named the person he wants to fill.
No, I don't want to play this one. Let's play. Oh, this.
Travel names under pressure. Some cruise lines and hotels, although some of the Apple ecosystem and tech doing well. The NASDAQ's green. Let's get to Bob Pisani. Hey, Bob.
So the market bottomed out, both the stock market and crypto and a lot of stuff, because they found a new strain of COVID.
Yeah. Morning, guys. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Sort of a flattish open here. The main question is, does this story about the UK and the vaccines over there, about the new strain, really change the narrative a lot? And I think the answer for the moment appears to be no, although that could change.
Actually, I want to play this one about this.
Now to the coronavirus. This is the deadliest year in U.S. history, with deaths expected to top 3 million for the first time. Preliminary numbers suggest that the United States is on track to see about 15% more deaths than in 2019. That would mark the largest single-year percentage leap since 1918, when deaths soared 46% due to World War I and a flu pandemic. Meanwhile, the UK is working on contain a faster spreader mutant of the coronavirus. Earlier, Johns Hopkins University senior scholar Amish Adalja was on Bloomberg TV to discuss how this could impact that it may have on the pandemic recovery.
I don't think we know the answer to that right now. We know that all viruses mutate, and that this mutation seems to be very prevalent in parts of England, and there is some association in laboratory studies about this transmitting more easily. We don't know if that's what's going on in the real world. I think it's hard to make sometimes that leap from what happens in a lab.
Yeah, so the virus mutated, but we don't know if it's any worse than the one we've been dealing
some of
with.
the medical sites that I go to were suggesting that this strain may be more contagious than the previous. Not necessarily more dangerous, just it spreads faster. Also, is this the version of it that got? There was a version of it that they said was had crossed from minks and mink farms over to humans. Is this that same strain, or is that a whole different strain?
No idea.
I'm not sure. I had not heard of the mink thing.
Yeah, I don't know which one it is.
If it's a red disease, then maybe.
Yeah, Yeah, I think it was like Sweden or Denmark had to like exterminate like millions of their mink because they had got this new form of COVID that could go from mink to human. So, all you guys out here fucking your minks. Wait, can I say that?
That's
on Twitch?
Can you say that on Twitch? I don't know.
We mean the animal a mink animal, not the streamer Minx, who is a streamer on Twitch. Two totally different things.
I like RPG mink.
Yeah, there you go. 15 million mink. There you go. It was Denmark, and it was 15 million mink. Thank you, M. Templar and Tish. Tish knows.
I'll be really fun watching Mink react to Trump.
Tish is here on Twitch. What's up, Tish? Yeah. What did I miss? What did you just say?
I was saying, I saw the other day, RPG Minx was just reacting to meeting Trumpster Bob for the first time, and she was like in disbelief that this guy existed.
Yeah. Trumpster Bob is great. I love
Which
that
is
dude.
a fair
He's
reaction,
hilarious.
if you ask me.
He's hilarious. Racist as shit, but hilarious.
Guy is so weird.
Yeah.
Racist and homophobic as shit.
Yeah, it's not like Gail racist, because Gail mentioned us in a really weird racist way, but we got no problem with Gail.
But here's the thing.
I'm cool with Gail.
I don't know if what she said was racist towards us.
Yeah.
So much as it just also is it racist if it's accurate though?
Yeah.
We don't answer that on Twitch.
So wait, Billy, Billy, did you know that Gail mentioned us in one of her videos?
I didn't. What did she say?
She read this. She read this beautiful.
It was one of the few times where when you guys aren't on, we had to review a Gail video on our show.
Yeah. And she was told this story that takes place in the Australian outback. That was my best Australian accent. Don't at me, I'm black. So
wait, that was supposed to be you doing an accent?
Listen, that was an attempt. Okay, all right. Miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So
true. You'll get there eventually if you keep trying.
Yeah, but she basically talked about something about Geordie LaForge's visor and a kangaroo that had a bucket of fried chicken that had a logo of Hannibal and Monty, a Popeye's bucket of chicken with Hannibal and Monty's logo.
Here's where she got that inaccurate, though. She didn't realize that it was actually a bucket of deep fried puffin.
Yes. She didn't know about the puffin. She didn't know about the puffin.
And look,
by the way, you guys got to send me the first bucket when you get that thing going.
Wait for it. It's coming. Look.
I want me some puffin.
I am talking to people, and there will be a special edition bucket coming.
Yeah. And look,
I wonder what the caloric count on puffin versus chicken is.
I don't know. That's a
I'm
good
gonna look
question.
that up.
Yeah, look it up and put it in the live chat when you find it, Billy.
Yes, Hannibal and Monty's Fried Puffin Palace coming soon.
Oh, I'm there.
Yeah.
Once COVID is over, I'm coming to Nolans.
Yes.
Have the food tour with Monty. I'm gonna have some of that shawarma. I'm gonna have some puffin.
Yes. Look, Krindar, Lord Jamarcus, whatever one you are, Kilo, I will cook you some puffin.
Delicious.
All right,
I've had
y'all.
homemade shawarma before, but I go out to eat shawarma at
I
like
have
food
this
court
recipe for pecan pie and it says it needs corn syrup, but here where I live that's not easy to get. Can I replace it with Aunt Jemima?
No, you cannot. You cannot replace corn syrup with Aunt Jemima. No, who said that?
You can't replace corn syrup with just syrup.
No.
Well, okay. So technically, he probably can, but it won't taste. It's not like it's definitely going to change the taste and possibly texture of your dish.
Yeah. No, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
So I have a nutrition fact for what I believe is chicken.
Okay.
And it says 4 ounces of chicken, 112 grams is 140 calories.
Okay.
I don't know if this is correct. There's a few other nutritional facts that differ, but puffin at 100 grams, which is under 4 ounces, is 134 calories.
And what was chicken again?
Chicken says 140 for 112 grams, 4 ounces, 112 grams. And for 100 grams of puffin, it's 134. So
Okay.
I think we're looking at puffin being slightly higher caloric value.
But
ounce
look,
per
so
ounce?
but here's the thing: all
just
that
means
extra
higher
puffin, all that
taste
extra
value.
puffin fat makes it taste so much better.
Yeah.
Look,
Okay.
man, you ain't gotta sell me on the puffin fat. We know all calories are different.
Yes.
Puffin calories versus chicken calories. The fact that I
Speaking
know
of-
that something cute had to die for my meal, it ups the nutritional value for me.
We'll have
And
food.
Look, Billy. I learned today while working on commercials that not all puffins are cute.
What?
Not all puffins are cute.
That's
I'm
impossible.
I'm typing in ugly puffin right now.
I found some ugly puffins.
Can we make that like a slur against a group of people? Ugly puffins. Can we do that?
We definitely can't. But
Can we just do it now? Can we just create?
When you go back
a
on
thing?
YouTube, you can.
Okay, all right. I'll wait till we get
Yeah.
to this.
By the way, while we're on the topic of food, I had something I wanted to say to Ben after a recent show. You were talking about duck confit.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I have made duck confit.
Yeah, it's good.
It's actually really easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Super easy, and it is super delicious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's one of my favorite dishes.
There you go. I've never had it.
It's good stuff. It's super easy. You just
See, look,
braise some duck.
BENPAI went and got some finger licking puffin right there. Okay,
there you go.
They're nuts.
General's fried puffin.
They're not the only ones that are nuts.
Macadamia nuts.
Oh, you went and got like the fancy. You went and got the bougie nuts. Like,
Are these bougie?
Yeah, you didn't get like the boiled peanuts from the gas station. Like you was like, no, you ain't got the.
Ben's not one of us, Hannibal.
Wait, is that a thing at white people gas stations? Can you go to the gas station and get boiled peanuts? Is that a thing? Everybody in chat, let me know. Is that a thing? Because there's a lot of black gas stations where you can get boiled peanuts.
Yeah, I'm on a diet, so there's only like, I don't think I could eat peanuts. Not that many anyway. There are like certain foods I eat all the time now.
I'm gonna use Firefox to look it up right now.
Fire.
That's on brand. I like it.
Yeah. I'm a team player, okay? Sometimes you just put on a uniform to sit on the end of the bench.
We have an aquarium in Seattle, and in there they have puffins because they have all the animals that are like local to the area here. Puffins
How
are
much
cute,
does a bucket
man.
of deep fried cost?
Pretty adorable little things.
Not all of them. We'll have a puffin petting zoo where you can play with the puffin, and then you can like skewer it.
That's awful.
Right? And then just it's gonna be great. It'll be
Take it
like
home
when
in
you
a
play
bucket.
with the lobster that you eat before you eat it. It's the same. It's the same.
I always thought that was weird when you go to a seafood restaurant and you pick your lobster out of the tank. That's creepy.
Yeah. I always pick the feistiest, meanest one. The one that has the most reason to live. That's the one I want. That
tastes
fucker
better.
is delicious.
Carl Jones, thank you for the
Yeah,
Blumhouse.
a quick reminder to everyone who didn't hear it earlier. If you have Twitch Prime, you can give us a sub. And if you have Amazon Prime, you actually have Twitch Prime. You just might
Prime,
not even
yes.
know it. You just have
Yes,
to
you
link
do.
the two accounts together. I'll post a link in the chat really quick just in case you guys don't know how to do it. You just go to gaming.amazon.com and you link your Twitch profile with your Amazon profile, and then you get a free sub. Every month, you can give it to anyone. It's free money that Twitch just gives you to give to creators that you like. So Mark here just subscribed with Prime.
Yeah.
It gives us free money. It's a great way to help out creators on the platform. And also there's bits. There's bits too. You get those just by watching ads. You don't have to, like, you can buy them with real money, but you can just watch a couple ads really quick and they'll give you some bits. There was one time I got this ad where I got like 50 bits just for watching it. Normally it's only like 5 to 10 per ad.
That's a huge bits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and just real quick, BENPAI, before you move on to the next segment. I saw a lot of people in the chat. It looks like the idea of boiled peanuts at a gas station is more of a Southern thing than it is a black gas station thing.
I believe it has a Cajun, like connection.
Yeah. I've always thought it was weird as hell. Like, who goes to the gas station and just gets like boiled nuts? That's a weird
catfish.
It's just a weird just snack.
Yeah, the Catfish gas station here in Seattle, they do have some peanut options. I don't know if they're boiled peanuts, but they do have a little more interesting options than just the normal gas station.
That gas station is next level with the fried food. It's all just a smorgasbord of fried food in a Shell gas station.
Yes.
With fried
like
catfish.
Templeton the Mouse.
I would try it though, but it's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, you killer tofu.
Killer tofu? Is that what you just said?
Yes.
Yeah, he just randomly sings things sometimes.
It's a reference to the 1990 Nickelodeon and then Disney cartoon Doug.
Which would make sense if we were talking about it.
I love that Joe segment intro.
Here's the Shell station. See? It's fried catfish.
This is that's an unappetizing picture of it too.
I thought it was good. Monty,
no, it is good, but it looks even better.
How would you grade this, Monty?
How can it look good but be unappetizing?
Well, compared to how it usually looks, that picture did not do it justice.
Wait, no. Go back to the picture, the big picture.
This one?
The first one?
The first one. Okay.
Is that the first one?
This was the first one.
That, like, how would I rate that?
It looks good to me.
How would you? And keep going. Keep going. All right.
There's a big empty spot that shows
right there. That last picture. Yeah. I'd be all into it.
Look at the gizzards next to it, the jalapeno poppers on the side.
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting heartburn.
I love me some poppers.
Yeah, I'm getting heartburn just looking at this picture. That's how I know it's good.
Yeah,
I want
this.
There's
This
two
looks
things-
like the pinnacle of delicious.
What's the
There's
stuff
two
on the
things
right?
I want from my gas station food. I want heartburn and a hard on. That's all I want.
Oh
What's the
yeah,
stuff
man,
on the
get you
right of
like
it?
those Max Rhino pills, and then some of this catfish. You be good to go.
Wash
Look
it
at
down
all
with the Max
this.
Rhino.
It's a video of
Oh,
someone
yeah, with
that
the
got a
flauta.
whole bunch of. Is that a taquito or an egg or like an egg roll?
It's a taquito, like a flauta.
It's in to be an egg roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like prolapse. Well, no, go ahead.
Every once in a while,
They got corn
every once
dogs.
in a while they'll have a turkey leg in there too. You can get a big turkey leg. It's cracking. Corn dogs,
Trumpster Bob.
chimichangas. They'll have some breakfast sandwiches on there because they don't even care. They just get it. You ever go to a restaurant and like on the menu it says we don't even care, we just get it, and you're like, yeah, I get it too. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's do work.
The menu just says we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate the restaurants that have too many items on the menu. Like it's like you got to flip through it like a book.
Oh,
before you-
Cheesecake Factory is one of the worst ones with that.
Oh yeah, cheesecake. Look. Okay, my
Half
new
of that
consent,
shit is
okay?
coming out of them. Half of that shit's coming out of the microwave. Like,
But if
there's no way they can prep cook all of that shit.
Not at all.
Have you cracked the code at Cheesecake Factory?
No. Have you?
If you order every 7th item on the Cheesecake Factory menu, starting at item 7 and going 7th all the way through, if you order every item all the way through, they will bring you a special menu item out that I can't talk about it or I'll lose my Cheese Club Factory club card. But they will bring you what I can only describe as ambrosia, nectar of the gods. That's all I'll say.
Is it brought out specifically by I'm So Cheesecake Girl?
I won't answer that.
I will take that as a yes. And I am on it.
Before you guys go and do that, I'm lying.
Who's washing dishes in the background?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it, but I was gonna write it in the Skype call, and I was gonna specifically accuse Monty. I don't know if it's his fault.
It's 100% Monty.
Yeah,
it's 100% Monty.
Why is it always me? Why you gotta put it on me?
Because you're the only one that didn't react to it. I know Ben's audio setup. I know my audio setup. You're not hearing it through the microphone. You're the last person. And also, Monty, I'm going to add this on. You may have done 9/11.
I didn't do
welcome to the
9/11.
Cheesecake
I didn't do
Factory.
9/11.
How are you guys
but I
doing
did
today?
do a voter fraud.
Can we get 2 waters, please?
First
I don't
thing
get why that
first,
guy
I'm
seems
your
offended.
waitress. I'm smart and got my bachelor's degree. But I'm still in the restaurant business. Guess I'm a doctor, giving lessons in allergenics. Should I know if there's gluten in this? Drop it off and check back just like this. Slice of Adam, slice of
heard
Craig,
this,
slice
Hannibal?
of Chris. Slip resistant doesn't mean they ain't still slipping. Taking all the orders
That's
right,
true.
never miss ring. In prep cause we bring an 86 back. Bring the food in, where my drinks at? Martini spilling, you should taste that. We're so fancy, see our tasting clothes. We're the best cheesecake from LA
See,
to
I get that 86
Buffalo.
reference. I've worked in restaurants. I know what that means.
I got 86th. I got 86th from a Sherry's restaurant.
Yeah.
And I also left my wallet in the restaurant. So
they ran out of you?
and I also didn't tip, and I also had about $2,000 in my wallet.
Oh.
Because there was a stack, and I came back in after getting 86 to get my wallet, and she had the most angry look on her face. And it's like, I wonder if I left my wallet subconsciously on purpose to show her that I had money and just didn't want to give her any.
Although it's funny, Billy, because that's not what 86 means, but I think it's based on that.
86 means you get kicked out and you're not welcome back.
No. Well, you can use it that way, but if the restaurant's using it in the kitchen, it means that they're saying that they're out of something.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's
So, like
when
the
we
cooks
say-
will say to the waitresses, they'll say, 86 beef Wellington or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's how
that means
I
we're
see.
out of that
You,
thing.
you worked at some bougie restaurants. We would be
Yeah.
like 86 straws.
I don't know why for some reason beef Wellington's the first food item that came
Beef
to mind. for my
Wellington.
example.
That's because I've been thinking about beef Wellington because Scott told me that his mom is making beef Wellington for Christmas dinner, and I'm very envious.
That might be why it was on my mind because you mentioned that before.
Oh
yeah.
man, it's the most
Always
delicious.
on my
It's one
Our
of the most
restaurant
delicious
didn't even
meals.
serve beef Wellington. I don't know why I said that.
Always on my mind.
Yeah.
You said that because you
I've never
wanted
had
to
it. I
sound
want to
cool.
try it.
It's like it's like if you took a croissant and baked a steak into it. That's what it is.
That's Ben. That's kind of what it is.
Yeah, it's so delicious. It's unbelievable.
I've never
How
had beef
come-
Wellington, but I want it right at this moment.
Yeah.
How come we haven't created a mixture between beef Wellington and Philadelphia cheesesteaks? Or is that just a hot pocket?
Question. I think it's a hot pocket.
Oh.
Yeah,
Also,
it's
no,
just
even
a-
better, guys. Puffin Wellington.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
No,
we
thank
got
you.
Puffin Wellington.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Hannibal
See, they
Monty.
get a
Right,
nice
Puffin
like
Palace.
medium rare cook on it, and it's just like it's a puff
Nice.
pastry on the outside,
Mhm.
nice and flaky and crispy. It's perfect. It's absolutely.
That does
perfect.
look
That
amazing.
looks beautiful.
Yeah, like at least
Damn.
get a nice
I would
big
put that
slice
in
of
my
that.
face.
This looks like erotic art.
Yeah, I know.
It
It's
does.
delicious.
It's making me stiff, that's for sure.
I like it. Yeah. It is. It's like a very expensive hot pocket, but it looks good. It looks sexy as hell. Like I might go get a beef Wellington tomorrow.
Uh-oh. That
In
says it
one,
looks like a
in one of
burger
the
gone
many
wrong.
open sit down restaurants in Atlanta, Georgia.
Man.
You know,
Sit down and have a
Chat,
beef
you are
Wellington
there.
wrong.
tomorrow.
You know,
It's
I
not a
have
hot pocket gone wrong.
found.
It's a hot pocket gone right.
I have found that that locally some of the more swanky restaurants are desperate to make money, so they're making food to go too, like the type of restaurant that would serve something like this. Locally, where I am, is still open, and like if you order it, they'll cook it. You just have to pick it up. Yeah.
Las Vegas. We got to drive to Las Vegas tonight for beef Wellington. Everybody drive there. Literally everybody watching.
All right, I'll
Everybody
meet you
on
there
the
in an
show.
hour.
Yeah, just go there. Go there right now.
Gordon Ramsay's got a beef Wellington spot.
It is
Las
really
Vegas.
good. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the many things. Like it's it's comparable to Ascend or John Howie. Only I would say a little it's Vegas, so it's more amazing in many ways.
I find the food quality in Vegas swings wildly. Like
Well,
there's
this
some
is-
absolute shit there, but there's also
Of
some
course.
amazing stuff
Of
there.
course, there's cheap
Yeah.
eats there, but I mean, like, this is 5-star. It's Gordon Ramsay's Las Vegas Steakhouse. They bring you like a meat trolley where they show you all of the different raw cuts of beef, and I remember when I went there, like, there's like you have like each person in your party has like 3 fucking waiters, like attending to your needs. It's crazy.
Damn. A lot of labor cost.
I heard in China it's a lot like that. They have people like who are just like more than one person serving per person, and they're just super attentive. That made
Depends
me
on where
think-
you are, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think when my dad was there, he was in Shanghai, and he was like, they literally like, you could never go with a empty cup of water over there.
Was
They're
it like-
so attentive to your needs when you go out?
Oh, you mean like just like anywhere?
Yeah, everywhere he went, he was like, everywhere I went, they were just always on me. Maybe it's because he was, looked like an out of towner, and he may or may not have been going out to dinner all the time with the madame of a.
Oh, there you go. Then yeah.
What do we call them? Whorehouses? What do you call those whorehouse things?
Yeah, brothel.
A bordello. A
Brothel?
brothel. Yeah, yeah. And she was like the leader of the
Something works for
brothel,
it.
and she would take him to places and get him all the good stuff.
Oh, no wonder then.
He had,
Maybe
he,
that
had,
was why.
he had a good hoe. That's what he had.
Yeah.
I think she was of the Ho family. I'm not sure.
Well, we
Not
are talking
sure.
about China, so yeah.
Yeah.
Hilarious. She like, you hungry, daddy? Just take him out and get everything.
It was he was over
Feast
there
a
on
long
business, but his business was like ship fitting. He worked like basically like a welder, but not a welder. So he was working on giant ships, but there was big money at the time. So all his guys would be over there on the crew, and they'd go out and they'd be treated like kings everywhere they went because they had money, and a lot of people didn't at that point in time. It was 2000, maybe
Okay.
2001. I know my
No,
dad was in
yeah,
China
yeah.
during 9/11 when 9/11 happened. He was on one of the first commercial flights back to the United States for international flights, like 2 days after 9/11.
Jesus Christ. I can't imagine what it was like flying in.
Probably
He
the
said he
safest
was
time
like-
to fly.
It probably, but every airport he was at, like they had the guns drawn, ready to go, like everywhere coming out of
That's
Asia.
why. Yeah, I mean, yeah. There
Am I-
was way more scrutiny on our air traffic infrastructure at that point.
And to think that we wouldn't have had this awesome Patriot Act if it wasn't.
Yeah.
Can you criticize the Patriot Act on Twitch? Is that allowed? Is that
Yeah.
We don't know what's allowed on Twitch.
Yeah.
Which is why we don't go to Twitch often, Hannibal. Have you
I go
noticed
to
that?
Twitch all
Well,
the
it's just,
time.
well, that's just because our favorite word is a no word here, so we can't
Yeah.
say it. So
Yeah.
we have to be very careful.
You can
But
say
we're
nuke
working on
You know
it.
what?
Like,
You know
we're-
what
like, we're-
though? If you don't talk about it at all, you don't have to be as careful.
That's what they say.
Yeah, but it's like a
Makes sense.
comma for us. It's like a comma. It's like what you doing, Hannibal Manuka? How you doing?
Yeah.
You know?
I'm just chilling, Nuka. Just doing.
You know what?
All
You know
right.
what, though, actually, Monty? I feel like Hannibal's effort to turn Nuka into the new word makes
Okay.
it safe here.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
we're
rather
being
just
Twitch
avoid
safe
the
right now.
topic like altogether. If you don't mind. Like I don't really think it's funny either. Like I really don't
See
want
now,
to fuck
Ben's
around.
Getting the hose,
Ben's getting
All right.
uncomfortable.
Let's
spraying you
move
all
on.
down.
Let's move on to the next segment.
Yes. What do we have? See what you did, Hannibal? See what you did? You did this.
How'd you blame it on me? Okay, I didn't do anything.
I mean,
I'm proud of you, Hannibal.
I look, when I don't know, I ask questions. All right, I ask questions about chowder. I ask questions about beef Wellington.
Chowder.
I'm asking questions about how Twitch works. I'm learning right now as we go.
That's no, don't.
I ain't never been arrested for nothing domestic. Hey, you guys want to You guys want to talk about some cool stuff?
Here's Pence.
I like stuff.
Free speech on college campuses.
That's why these court appointments have been more important than ever before. It's also why that Georgia race, Loeffler and Purdue, are more important than ever before. I mean, working with all of you, we've defended our first freedom, the freedom of religion. But we've also stood strong for the freedom of speech on campuses across America.
There already is free speech.
Yeah.
Justice Alito gave a speech a little while back to the Federalists.
So what he's saying is just bullshit. Like, there's free speech with reasonable limitations on college campuses, just like anywhere. You know, like they're not gonna let someone come in and like protest while a class is going on or something stupid like that, or at least they shouldn't. So
Society, you ought to check it out. He said, and I quote,
you ought to check it out.
We need to do whatever we can to prevent the freedom of speech from becoming a second-tier constitutional right. And that's just what we've done.
He wants to stay politically relevant. I bet he thought he would run for president eventually, but I think being a one-term vice president kind of fucks that up.
This pause makes it look like he's about to burst into tears.
I like
he looks. Somebody screenshot that. He looks so sad.
What? He's got the opportunity to ride this out. You know, he's got 4 years to. I feel like when you're at the end of your 8-year term as a vice president, you kind of have to run right then and there. But being a half-term vice president, it gives you that 4 years to recuperate and really build a presidential campaign on your own. So he could swing this positively. He could be the head of the Republican Party that splits away from Trump.
Yeah. Well, I mean, keep in mind that, Biden was, 8 years vice president, took 4 years off, and then was like, oh, I'm running for president now.
Yeah, it worked.
Look how old I'm not, everybody.
Yeah.
Mike Pence just looked like he just ate like 3 McRibs, and he is ruined the day he made that decision.
Look, man, if you've ever eaten 3 McRibs, you both rue the day, and you also know it was worth it.
I've never eaten a McRib.
It's the bane of the McRib.
I don't want it.
I'll tell you this, BENPAI. It is neither rib nor Mick. Okay.
Neither.
I think it might actually be Mick, but I agree that it is not
Jagger?
rib.
It's not rib. Not rib. Well,
Under
yeah, it's not
President
Mick
Trump's
Jagger.
leadership,
Ben got it.
We've gone into federal court to defend the freedom of speech on campuses in America, and this president signed an executive order directing federal agencies to tie research grants to the defense of the freedom of speech.
I'm not even sure what that means. Research
Yeah,
grants?
I was trying to figure it out myself.
They're trying to
I don't know.
research the defense of freedom of speech.
TPUSA, we have to fight for the freedom of thought and the freedom of expression on our colleges and universities and campuses across America.
Okay.
Yeah. There's all sorts of, it's true. It's there. It's already there. Oh, shit. Here's something. Georgia student jailed in Cayman Islands after breaking COVID restrictions.
A judge in the Cayman Islands reducing the sentence for a Georgia college student from 4 months to 2 months. 18-year-old Skylar Mack pleaded guilty to not following the island's 14-day COVID quarantine rule.
Man, she's young and privileged. Let her get away with this.
Well,
let her get away one
reduced,
time.
But 2 months, that's still a lot, Charles.
That's right, John. And you know what? The White House says it's reviewed this case and passed it along to the appropriate federal agency as the family of Skylar Mack desperately tries to get her back onto American soil. At an appeal hearing this morning in the Cayman Islands, a judge agreed to reduce the 18-year-old's 4-month sentence to 2 months in prison after she and her boyfriend, who lives on the island, were convicted of breaking strict COVID-19 guidelines. This following a court's decision to reverse an initial sentence that originally only included community service and a fine. In a statement to Fox News, just
like, no, on second thought, yeah, you're going to do hard time.
Just a few moments
Speaking
ago,
of guidelines, somebody arrest that cop. He wasn't wearing a mask either.
lawyers
Is this COVID sponsored by Abercrombie and Fitch? Why are these the most attractive people I've ever seen on a COVID, on the wrong side of COVID?
Well, I mean,
Usually-
they were basically at a sandals resort in the Cayman Islands. Like, so, you know,
Usually
I think
you
that's
get a hyper Karen or like some dumpy Trumpster running around. I don't need to wear no mask. And she's like, I'm here sipping a Mai Tai. How could I wear a mask and sip a Mai Tai? I'm like, I don't know.
So her lawyer
Doesn't somebody
said,
make
well,
masks with straws?
it was our hope that Skylar would be able to return home to resume her studies in January. We accept the decision of the court and look forward to receiving its written reasons in due course. Skylar's grandmother says she is not disputing the fact that her granddaughter broke quarantine protocols after she traveled to the Cayman Islands from Georgia, but she doesn't think the time in prison is appropriate. Meanwhile, the 18-year-old has released a statement apologizing for her actions, saying, quote, I was afforded the opportunity to enter the islands during these trying times and I abused it. I am humbly asking for the forgiveness of the community. And John,
You know, there's a part of me that's like, oh shit, I hate people being made into criminals when they're probably not bad people and they probably just fucked up, but also like they do have to make an example of someone. Like they can't, like laws with no consequences for breaking them. I mean,
aren't laws.
Yeah, they're not laws. They're just like
This is the
honorary laws.
This is the Amanda Knox incident all over again. This is terribly unfair. This woman was just out there trying to live her life and maybe do a little jet skiing, have a cough, have a margarita, and now she's going to prison for 2 months.
Yeah.
I mean,
on the State Department tells Fox News that this case is on their radar, but they declined to comment any further, citing privacy concerns. Back to you.
All right, we'll see if they keep pursuing it. Charles Watson for us in
Finally, Fox News is an equal opportunity employer.
Atlanta this afternoon. Charles, thank you so much.
They're trying to get back there.
Yeah.
you mean that if they're finally hiring people with like extra large foreheads?
It won't.
That's what you meant?
You could fit an extra face on that guy on the left's forehead. Like,
It's actually kind of terrifying.
They got in trouble. They got in trouble for hiring the blondes at Fox News, and that got Roger Ailes fired. They started hiring non-blonde women to do the news, and still there was sexual allegations coming out. So they picked up one of John Kerry's clones that weren't used when he ran for president, and they put him behind the seat. And then, of course, this guy's live from Atlanta. The other guy, the younger black male, he's live from Atlanta. There's not a whole lot of options for news anchors in Atlanta.
Billy, it's
slightly defective and stretched out clone.
Billy, it's funny that you mentioned John Kerry. I just recently noticed something. Remember the "Don't Tase Me, Bro" guy?
Yeah,
he's like an alt-right guy now. Like he does like blood sports and shit. It's ridiculous.
Wait,
What if
like
what if
internet
he
blood
was CIA all along?
I don't think he was. I think he was an idiot, like 19-year-old that thought he could be funny and do some dumb shit in front of John Kerry, and he ended up getting tased by the campus police. I think
He went from "Don't tase me, bro" to "These boots taste delicious. Can I have another lick, sir?"
Yeah.
Hey man, some mistakes you only get to make once. So
I loved that video. I watched that video so many times when it came out. Like I was like, oh man, they are kind of, they are taking it too far. But listening to him like scream on the floor was kind of entertaining.
Can I see the video?
This
I
is
haven't seen
Ben.
it
You've
in a
never
very
seen the
long
"Don't
time.
Tase Me, Bro" video?
I haven't seen it in a very long time. I just need a refresher.
Ben's
Just
like,
needs a
oh
little
yeah,
taste, man.
this guy was being decimated with a taser. I watched it many times.
They warned him. They warned him. Oh, I love like the instant karma videos and that kind of stuff. Those are pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty satisfying.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'm sure I've seen it. I'm sure once it comes on, I'll be like, oh yeah, I've seen this before. But just off the top of my head, I can't. I don't know what. Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna be mush, all right? Also, were you a member of Skull and Bones in college with Bush? Were you in the same secret society?
That's all right. Let me answer his question.
Excuse me, were you arrested? Whoa. Is anybody watching this? I'm not doing this.
People start cheering.
Is everybody watching this?
I mean, at this point, he is resisting, so now they can basically do whatever they want to.
Yeah, but he was resisting in 07, though. It's totally different resistance then.
Help from being repressed.
What have I done? What have I done? Get away from me, man. Get away from me. Get off
Brought
me.
up the secret societies, man.
What did I do? Get off me. What did I do?
Trying to run away from him is gonna help.
He's like, help. Who the fuck is going to help him so that they can
No,
get
I'm not
tackled
helping you, man.
next?
You got to just take this whole ass whipping, brother.
Yep.
Yeah. No one's going to help you.
Yep.
Nope.
This ass whipping is not for sharing.
Get off of me. I didn't do anything.
Get off of me.
Help me. Help. They're arresting
Help me.
You want me to tase you? Can you let me go?
They just warned him now.
Yep.
Out of here.
You can't warn after a tase. You can't warn after a tase.
Look, he got a warning at least.
Yeah, they're about to tase him.
They told him they were going to tase him.
This situation.
You hear John Kerry in the background? Well, you know, he asked an interesting question.
I'll answer his question.
You hear John Kerry? I'll answer his question.
I'll answer his
To
question.
answer his question. It doesn't matter what secret society I went to. I'm now currently married to the Heinz heir, who has all the ketchup money in the world. The German ketchup money is funneling through my campaign and my lifestyle as a senator. Drone.
But that was another fun thing for Bob,
Come
wasn't
up
it?
here and swear me in as president.
Why are they arresting me? Can someone do something here?
Let me just say
I'm being arrested.
because it's a very important.
Help me. We need the police. Can someone call the police? Oh, wait, they don't exist.
If this would have happened 10 years later, this guy would be shouting out his SoundCloud tape. 5 years later, he'd have been screaming World Star. This is 2007, man. We didn't have our shit together. iPhone was but a year old.
Get off me. You know what?
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
off me.
Good times.
Off me, man. I didn't do anything. Don't tase me, bro.
Oh, here it goes. Don't tase me, bro.
They're gonna tase you.
Yep.
They're gonna tase you.
Tase me. I didn't do
That's white
anything.
privilege saying, I didn't do anything.
Trying to get sympathy.
What did I do? Stay back. What did I do?
So there it is.
But I do except for making a massive noise of myself.
No, I've never seen that video.
Look,
Yeah, I've never seen that one either.
you
So,
bring up the secret
there we go.
societies, you get tased. That's the rule.
They cut out the beginning where like they told him to leave for a while. Like he had been warned to just stop for a little while, and they even cut his mic, and that was like finally when the cops had to physically remove him.
And you saw John Kerry's answer. He goes, "Well, to answer your question, rule number 1 about Skull and Bones is you do not talk about Skull and Bones."
Yeah,
Rule
and now
number
that you've
2,
done that, my my foot soldiers will tase you.
We're gonna tase you, bro.
The idea that John Kerry at some point of his life had foot soldiers, that is just an amazing thought.
wasn't he
he might again soon.
Wasn't he the Secretary
I'll
of
tell you-
State? I mean,
yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I'll tell you who he didn't have. He didn't have the support of his fellow U-boat soldiers.
The Swift boat veterans for truth. They were called the Swift boat veterans. The Swift boat veterans for truth. I remember those commercials. John Kerry cannot
You don't
be
need no slow
because
boats.
I was living in Ohio at the time, so like every fucking commercial on TV and on the radio and everywhere was about the election. And all of the a lot of people John Kerry served with in the military hated his guts and did like political attack ads against him. I used to see it
I heard
all
that
the time.
song. I heard that song about Fortunate Son was actually written about John Kerry.
I heard No Scrubs was written by Dave Coulier the other day.
Dave Coulier.
There's a name I haven't heard in a while.
The story goes. I know. I know. Look, the story goes that like Dave Coulier was like driving down like Los Angeles, like the street in Los Angeles, and T-Bars and Chili are walking down the street, and then he pulls out he's hanging out the side of the car and starts trying to talk to the girls. Like he's in the passenger seat trying to holler at him and trying to holler at Chili, and Chili was like, "Is that Uncle Dave from Full House?" and then he said something cross about him, and then that's where they got the idea for No Scrubs. That's just
I thought his name was Uncle Joey. I thought he was Uncle Joey.
Is
Uncle Joey, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I can
now,
believe that story because Uncle Joey was definitely a scrub.
There's another
I don't
story.
know that
Hold
that
on,
story
hold on. There's another story about Alanis Morissette's song "You Ought to Know" being about the same guy.
That's true. That's true.
That's why this is hilarious.
Yeah.
That's why this is absolutely hilarious. This is why the joke is funny. This is exactly why I laughed like an asshole, like a bastard.
He's got two hit songs under his belt.
As I was laughing at No Scrubs, I was trying to make a connection where it was actually written about Zach Braff, but the Uncle Joey connection is so funny.
Yeah. So look, I haven't verified that in multiple places yet. So do your Googles, see if it's true. See if No Scrubs from TLC was written about Dave
Can
Coulier.
somebody ask Black Twitter
No,
if
it's
No
not.
TLC from TLC was
That's
written
not
about
a thing.
Dave Coulier?
Yeah,
Hannibal's making shit up.
I definitely didn't make it up. I'm clever, but I'm not that clever. That's just too random. But they said do your Googles. Like if it's true, it should be, because like the thing about it that made me think that it wasn't true when I heard it was, so TLC didn't write No Scrubs. Candy Burris from
all right, I'm doing my Googles.
Not 702 SWV. She wrote the song.
SWV.
So I'm like,
wow, that's a throwback. Sisters with Voices.
Look at Ben. Look at his shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Whoa! Holy shit!
Yeah.
That autofilled too quick.
Yeah.
TLC confirms. Wait, where's this from?
Yeah, check the source.
This is the hardtimes.net.
See, that doesn't sound like that.
Yeah.
That sounds fake off the rip.
No. Let's look further. TLC confirmed.
It's a joke. TLC
This is
did not
Lipstick
write
Alley.
this song about Dave Coulier. Are you fucking with me right now? Are you looking it up to fuck with
They're
me?
looking it up.
There are
If you're looking
multiple Reddit links.
If you're looking it up to fuck with me, respect.
Trendsmap.com also says it. There are multiple uncredible sources confirming this.
Right, and I think that's the point. There are multiple uncredible sources.
Yeah,
I need one credible
here's
source.
Hard
Yeah,
Times,
one.
the
I need one.
hardtimes.net. TLC confirms No Scrubs was also written about Dave Coulier.
We need to check the credibility of this site. Is this a satire site?
I don't trust the Hard Times. I've seen some bullshit come from the Hard Times.
Okay.
There's another one
okay.
called...
I'm saying people are saying it's a satire site. Okay,
Yeah.
I think it's a satire site. Somebody told me that story the other day.
Yeah, I think it's
Could
all
you pull up
satire.
the troll or not a troll video real quick?
Okay.
I don't know if you guys are trolling me or what right now.
Billy, do you mean hater or not a hater? That was our segment that y'all stole from us.
Yes, I feel like you guys are doing this to mess with me.
See? How's it feel? Look, they ripped off our segment, Hannibal. Even though they did it way before us, we came up with it first. They knew we were going to do hater or not a hater, and they did this.
They got in their DeLorean, and then they went back in time and took our bit.
Haters and trolls.
Yeah, not many people know this, but white privilege is actually just a DeLorean that we pass through time to every other white that we have. We give them keys to the DeLorean throughout time.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good movie.
Just so you know, there's no point in the...
Someone in the chat says, does DP pretty much always make their bonus show goal? We have always made it. We have never not made it.
2+ years.
Yep. We have never not made the bonus show goal. We have the best and most supportive fans on earth. And they always come out for us.
And our goal right now is pretty low, usually for a Tuesday show, but this always happens on Twitch, and somehow we still make it by the end of the week. Oh my God, what a sweet bunch of kids that we have here.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys do a good show.
Thank you. Yeah, we have to do the show a little different on Twitch, but I think it's important to diversify from time to time. So that's why we're here.
Hey, you keep that liberal progressive agenda on the west of the United States, okay? Here in the South, we don't. I'm bullshitting.
Why, when you stuttered, did I think you were gonna say keep that liberal progressive vagina?
That's what it sounded like to me too. I thought he was gonna say that too.
I was like, what about our liberal progressive vaginas? You had my interest.
I don't think I've ever used the word vagina in a regular conversation before.
Yeah. I don't even know if we can say that here on twitch.tv/drunken peasants. By the way, use your Prime sub subscription right now. Prime free sub to our channel.
Actually, I do have another sponsor that we're going to check out really quick here.
Okay. What do we got?
This is interesting, and I have a video to show everyone. It's just like 2 minutes. And you can see our title is now Gaming Certificate through FIT. So let's see what that's all about.
Have you ever thought about making gaming your living? With so much growth in the gaming industry and the wild popularity of esports, it's tough to know where to start.
Yeah, I mean, when I was young, it was only a dream that people had. Like, this was not a practical thing. People could, like an industry, people could easily get into like they can now. Like the opportunities are out there.
That's where Gaming and Esports Industry Essentials can help. We created this affordable online program with top faculty from the Fashion Institute of Technology, featuring experts from around the industry that are the talent behind some of your favorite games. Whether you want to design games, play competitively, become a content creator, or become a game tester, you'll need to understand how the business works. From the history of gaming and how games get made to revenue models, marketing, and esports. Gaming and Esports Industry Essentials is the insider's look at gaming and esports from the perspective of experts who are building this growing industry.
My love for gaming started pretty early on. It grew to something more to me than just a hobby. It became a passion. I wanted to know how games were made. I ended up taking it to the next level.
The gaming industry is fairly young, and the esports industry is even younger. There's so many more opportunities, and not just for myself, but those who are coming after us.
Do you want to program? Do you want to be an artist? Do you want to be a writer? Do you want to do all of those things? That's pretty typical in indie games.
Talking about it and playing a game, two completely different
Tasty
things.
Steve!
So many different ends to going in and understanding what happens when you go into the field of gaming.
Gaming and Esports Industry Essentials is 6 self-paced, video-based modules and skill-building activities you can complete at your own pace. This affordable program is perfect for those who dream of working in the gaming world but don't know where to start. Students who complete the program earn a certificate from the Fashion Institute of Technology that helps differentiate your resume from the rest of the pack as you start or boost your career in the industry. To learn more about our online course and scholarships available, visit yellowbrick.co/Twitch.
Now, the awesome thing about this is you can go to so many other classes, colleges, universities, wherever you want to go. And when you get to the end of that, you still got to rely on somebody to hire you. You still got to, like, you could go through a 4-year degree, get your little degree, and still end up flipping burgers somewhere. The economy we're in right now, it doesn't guarantee you a job anywhere. But this business, streaming, it is self-motivated. You learn the tools here you have, you take them, you apply them literally while you're doing it, and every day after you start taking this class. So, like, why not give yourself that advantage?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, and in the era of COVID, the fact that you can just kind of take these at your own pace from home makes that a lot easier.
Yeah, I had a bunch of friends in high school that wanted to go to. There's a school called DigiPen, and they really they all wanted to go to DigiPen. And one of them couldn't. He couldn't get in, so he ended up going to I think it was like a Full Sail in Florida. Yeah, in Florida.
Yeah, that's a big art college, and that's where WWE does their like training, the NXT. So like there are classes at Full Sail to be like camera operators, and you end up working for like NXT or whatever. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, for you, Hannibal.
Yep.
Is that a backwards Hadouken?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It's a
just so
Hadouken followed by a
Shoryuken. The uppercut.
This is the best move of the game.
You cannot say Hadouken backwards on Twitch, so be careful.
Do not say that on Twitch, Hannibal.
I'm in a perpetual state of sore muscles now, and I don't know if it'll ever end. I'm waiting.
Perpetual state of swole.
I'm not.
But you
swole.
go hard every night, right?
I go I wake up. So I have this machine called an arc trainer. It's kind of like an elliptical. But I can adjust the incline, so I can make it like I'm running uphill, and I can adjust the resistance. And I do it like medium to high resistance, and like medium to high incline. I do 30 minutes when I wake up, and then I do 30 minutes before I go to bed at night, and then every other day I lift weights in addition to that.
Okay.
So when I started at the beginning of October, I was like 212 pounds, and today I weighed 174. So like,
all right, that's awesome. All right,
Good job. All right.
Look at you.
Me and my housemates just started doing P90X. They had never done it before, so we're on day 3 now. We got to do so right after the show. I have to go do shoulders and arms, followed by a 15-minute ab workout, and everything hurts right now. Matter of fact, we had to do.
You're doing P90X?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, I did that. I've done it before years ago. Yeah, the Ab Ripper X, that shit is brutal. Just like the leg lifts.
Yes, it is.
Where you like lay flat on your back and you like switch like lifting your legs. Oh,
man.
That's
the one. Yes, the Ben. Look, let me tell y'all something about BENPAI. Okay, he always randomly knows stuff that just nobody should know. It just like he is just a fountain of useless, fantastic information. Just like if I ever need to do bar trivia, in the Seattle area, I'm definitely doing it with you. Whenever they decide to, open your city again.
There's a part in the Ab Ripper X where you're doing a leg lift, like your legs are up in the air, and you do a sit up into your leg lift, like at the same time. It's so brutal.
Yeah. Yes, it is. V-up, roll up. Yeah, it's exact. Yes.
Yep.
Just try. I've done P90X 1,000 times over the years.
Like twice.
Look, when I was in my peak physical shape, I would do P90X, and then promptly after, I would do the Insanity workout.
Oh,
from Sean
that's
T.
crazy stuff.
Yeah, I was like, but I was like a madman at that point. I was like just working out all the time. It was just like the worst would be like doing like a double workout and then going to work afterwards, and it just then doing like an 10-hour shift somewhere. But it is what, yeah, we're just doing it now because I'm out of shape, and they were like, oh well, we'll do it if you do it with us, we'll do it. So, all right, cool. So
Yeah,
we're doing it every day at 2:00, but we didn't do it today, so we're gonna do right after the show. I'm going to do I'm doing the shoulders and arms, followed by that whole ass ab work. Am I allowed to call P90X a whole ass ab workout?
For now.
Yes, I think you can. Wait,
Sure now.
no, you can't. You cannot target P90X.
I still use the shoulders and arms workouts in my normal workouts. I have those Bowflex dumbbells where you can like adjust them. Like they can get, it's just one bar. Like instead of having like a whole big rack of dumbbells, it's just like it's like an adjustable dumbbell, and different weight can come off of it. And I do the thing. I do the thing where you do a curl and then you like twist it like that, and then you come back down again. I do that a lot.
Yeah. That's on the docket for today. And we got like weird increments of weights here at the house. So we got like some 5s and 10s, some 20s, and then it jumps up to like 50.
Yeah.
All right.
So, I'll probably be grabbing those 50s and hey, look, I was so after any leg workout, I always take an ice bath afterwards. And I was so sore the other day after doing plyometrics. I couldn't get out the tub.
Oh yeah, I hate that shit where they the thing they start you off with is you do a full squat and then you jump up like straight from it, and then you do it over and over and over again. Yeah. You like jump like vertical jump and then land and then do it all over again. It's brutal.
Yeah. Look, let me tell you, years ago I was working with this. Yeah, fuck the wall squat. fuck the walls. Fuck the wall squats. That shit is brutal.
Yeah.
Just everything about legs and back is just the leg workout is just trash. But it's all. I always tell people the first week of it I think is the hardest. And then after that, you kind of learn how to pace yourself, how much to do, how much not to do. And then after that, the rest of it kind of just, it's okay. I always hated yoga. Yoga's the one I hate the most. It doesn't hurt the most. It's just long. It's like an hour and a half. I don't want to do it.
Yeah. Someone said, I talk about two things, Ohio and exercise. No. I mean, like I talk about other things.
He also talks about Qdoba a lot.
Do I talk about that a lot? Only when you talk about Chipotle.
Billy brings it up first.
But
Billy's
no,
the
I mean, I was overweight and didn't do any exercise like a couple months ago. I don't think you've been watching that long. Just stop. You're not an expert. It's okay. Just shut up and be a viewer. How about that?
I think that we're all experts in Ben
Savage.
Yeah.
There's a reason why we watch Drunken Peasants week in and week out. It's to become Ben experts. We have to be able to tell Ben who he is better than Ben can tell himself.
Yeah. Get yourself a degree in Benology.
Go fuck
Yes,
yourself.
sign up right now, drunkenpeasants.com for a small tiding of all your monies. You can become a Ben expert in just 4 to 8 years.
Yeah. I mean, another thing I can talk a lot about now is pressure cooker / air fryer, because like almost every meal I eat now since I started this diet comes out of one of those.
You need both. You need both.
Well, it's mine. Both. Yeah, mine is both. It's the Instant Pot Duo Crisp. So like,
all right,
I'll throw in some chicken wings and then I'll pressure cook it for just like a little bit, and then I'll air fry it and flip it a couple times.
Oh shit! Okay, okay, I see you, Ben.
Yeah,
shit.
It has two different lids. There's like the pressure cook lid, and then you could take that off, and then you could put the air fry lid on, and put a little bit of oil in. Yeah. Oh, dude, I made short ribs in there. Beef short ribs. Unbelievable. I couldn't believe it because
I don't believe that. I have to try it to know, because from my experience, ribs are best smoked for at least a few hours.
Yeah, like I would do that with pork ribs. Well, you know, I would air fry pork ribs too, but the beef short ribs are perfect on this.
Okay. Okay.
We eating pork ribs with the poor kids.
Okay. I try it. I'm not knocking it right now. I don't know. That's why I'm not knocking it.
Knock them out the box.
I'm actually trying to get an air fryer now so I can, just do potatoes because I would eat potatoes like put potatoes in the air fryer and eat that shit every day, all day till the end of days.
Well, why don't you put some meat in it, Hannibal?
Because I'm not eating meat right now, Monty. I'm not eating meat no more. Oh, I'm severely limiting my meat intake.
How long ago did you? Because you've been talking about that for a while. When did you start off?
It's been 3 years now.
And,
yeah, but I allow myself once a day. I'm not a vegetarian. I just subscribe to a majority plant-based diet. So I allow myself once or twice a month to eat meat. I'm actually gonna up it to maybe once or twice a month to eat meat. But I think I'm gonna up it to maybe once a week. Every Sunday, I allow myself to have a little bit of meat, but I can't eat a lot. Otherwise, it'll tear my stomach to shreds. So as much as I love Popeye's chicken, and I love Popeye's chicken, okay, they will. Whenever I find a woman that's dumb enough to marry me, I will have Popeye's cater my wedding. But look, right now, if I had a 2-piece white spicy with fries, it'd tear my stomach up. Okay, after eating nothing but kale and quinoa and broccoli and shit. Okay,
well, you only got yourself to blame on that one.
Look, listen, man, listen. It's a while. Every morning is vegetable juice and beet juice. All right, and let me tell you, beet juice is awful. Everything about beet. I hope beet juice isn't one of your sponsors, Billy.
No,
beet juice is
you're fine.
Terrible. It's absolutely awful. First off, can we talk about the viscosity?
No, can we?
Why is it so?
We can talk about it, but here's the deal. I'm gonna get us a beet juice sponsorship, and I'm gonna make you speak up for your love of beet juice.
I've had
give me 2 weeks.
I like beets though, just
Beets are
beets
delicious.
in general on a salad or something.
Yeah. I had made
I can't do beets unless they're by Dre.
but who is beet juice made for? The idea, when did you have beet juice, Hannibal? That's the big question.
Is it every morning? Every morning. We literally we buy it so much that Walmart is all right, we're gonna have to really stock this because they never have more than 3 bottles at a time. Now they gotta order cases.
Stuff if you hate it.
So what does it do?
Because it's super good for you. It's super duper healthy for you. It's just awful tasting. It's so thick and creamy, it's viscous. It's fucking gross.
I've never had.
I was telling Monty, I want to do a prank on our show. I want to do a prank on our show where we have people think they're doing a cranberry juice taste test.
Oh
right?
No, that would be such a surprise.
Yeah, it'd be the first one would be so this is from the leading cranberry juice sponsor. I'm sure you know who it is, even though we won't say. The next one, and then they drink it, say, oh, this is pretty good. Then the second one would be oh yeah, this is from a locally, organically owned libertarian cranberry farm, right? And then they drink that, oh, this is good. I like locally owned. And then this third one is just I'll make something up, and then it's fucking beet juice. Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. That's the show. That's the prank. That's it.
Is beet juice just the equivalent of cow's blood for vegans?
It might be, yes. It could
be.
It's thick. It's fucking gross. It's fucking terrible. Beet juice is awful.
I might have to go vegan and stop drinking cow's blood. This sounds like a catch-all.
Yeah, just give up on the cow's blood, Billy.
I don't think I could give that up.
I don't want to give up on the cow's blood.
Just saying, cow's blood tastes so much better when you cook it as opposed to beet juice. Beet juice is it's such an overpowering, and here's the thing, no matter how long you keep it chilled, when you open it, it's always room temperature.
What's the backstory on how you ended up trying beet juice? What was...
my housemates, they're super healthy. They're like
Yeah.
super duper healthy. I start bringing all this poison into the house. I start bringing Doritos and chip and like cookies and shit.
And they
you
said,
know, yeah,
they said, I know these type of people, so I'm going to tell you what they said when you did that. They said, Hannibal, no, you're bringing poison into our household, Hannibal. We're going to let you eat the poison. We're going to let you eat the poison. But first, sit down with us and have a meal. Have some of this cow's beet juice, Hannibal. Drink some of this beet juice. You feel the earth, the viscera, the pulsating heart pumping the beet juice into your throat straight from the cow's umbilical teat. And Hannibal's like, oh, I'll do it. Oh, I just want my Doritos. And then now you're hooked. Now you're one of them.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm hooked. The shit, like anything that bad, that doesn't make you feel good has got to be good for you.
You wouldn't say you're hooked because you're currently living in a cult and you're not admitting it to yourself. I'm telling you right now, you're being indoctrinated. Whoever you live with, they're not your friends, but you probably will have better health after this. So let it happen.
Yeah, I agree. Mr. Original username, yeah, beats are fucking disgusting.
Yes.
I won't change your mind because look, one of my housemates, she won't even drink this shit. She like, nah, fuck that. Okay, I refuse. She said, I'd rather do
did she
3
get
workouts
ostracized
today
from
than
the
do-"
compound? Was she still
The
was she still allowed? She's still allowed to breathe? Like, how does this work?
Just look, beet juices. And you know what else? When you drink beet juice, you can literally feel the shit moving through your body. Like it's just like it's a weird tingly. Like I think it's like it's the nitrous is opening up, you expanding your blood vessels. And you
Isn't that the stuff they
feel
make you
shit.
drink when you're getting a CAT scan?
Notice how I chimed out of this whole beet juice discussion. This is just weird. Like why?
I just
why
want
is
to
that?
say Hannibal's the one that talked down on clam chowder.
Yeah.
And Hannibal also is putting this stuff in his body that I can only describe as cult-like behavior.
Yes. Preach, Billy. Say more. Billy. Hannibal, wait. Billy's not done. Say more, Billy.
Hannibal, I want you right now to look at you and the people around you and ask yourself, are you here for the health? Or are you here for the betterment of the pod? The people in the pod. You are the pod people now, Hannibal. There's a reason
Revenge
you
of the
and
pod
everybody
people.
in your house wears masks pre-COVID. Okay? The entire the people that you live with, the masked few, they're part of the new revolution, bringing forth the mask to the people, and the anti-maskers are the only ones standing between you and supreme dominance. Okay, and that's why I'm an anti-masker.
Ben, don't you got Ben, you don't gotta add Ben for Firefox or something you can run real fast?
Why?
To get away from this beet juice? Yeah.
I already got to drink this shit every day. I don't want to,
Speaking of the beats, and I just want to say the song I was singing earlier, Killer Tofu, was by the band The Beats from the television program Doug on Nickelodeon and Disney throughout the 90s. The Beats sung Killer Tofu.
Fuck you, anti-mask.
Killer Tofu.
I'm going to start a movement where I think people should wear masks all the time, even when COVID is gone. Even by yourself in a small room.
Oh, yeah? Is that what you want, Ben?
Yep,
is that what you want?
That's what I want, motherfucker.
All going to become Hannibals.
That's what I want.
Yes, look, listen, yes, I like it. Everybody should become Hannibal, okay?
You can all buy some masks from Monty.
I don't need masks.
Wait, hold on, let's see where this goes. What's he?
Uh-oh.
No, don't do that.
Oh, we're on Twitch. I can't do that.
Yeah.
This was YouTube. This is YouTube. I do it.
You slimmed down, brother.
Dude, I'm fatter now than when COVID started, thanks to these masks.
What?
Thanks to these masks?
Why?
No, I'm going to have to contest that assertion. No.
Yes. What does that mean?
These masks, ever since COVID started and people started wearing masks, I got fatter.
I got thinner.
Yeah. Oh no, I've lost weight.
You know what it is? You know what it is?
Yesterday morning.
You know what it is? It's the mask.
I'm less dad body.
No, the The mask is somehow metaphysically transferring my weight to Billy. So as I lose, he gains more. And
That
it's
makes
all
sense.
because of the masks.
Yeah. So you know what? That's Ben's black people superpower that he got.
Yeah.
Is that you can eat whatever you want, and then it transferred the caloric intake to Bill Fridge.
I'm looking at
Hannibal,
myself, and I feel like I
is that
should
the
be
black
like,
superpower?
Cobra! Retreat!
I'm looking at you, and I feel like you're wearing the Borat mankini on your face.
Hannibal, are you talking about the black superpowers that you guys got on the 21st?
Yeah, look, I am still waiting. I signed the form. I requested the ability to bend light. People don't think that's a big deal, but wait till you see what I do with that shit. I got ideas.
Masks.
I'm looking forward to that.
Keep you from eating. So they're even better.
Not if you eat the mask.
Yeah, I can't eat.
Yeah.
There we go.
And look, and for all the people in the chat complimenting my mask, I want to let you guys know that the mahogany throat above me, this fine gentleman, my father is the guy who created this mask.
Stop with that. I'm not
mahogany throat for making.
Yes.
Yeah. Look, you
my
guys
God.
haven't been on the show in a while. You haven't seen the new and improved $3,000 Monty Radica intro that we have. It's
pretty hot.
By the way,
sexy as hell.
January 5th will be the 7th anniversary of Drunken Peasants, and I will definitely mask up for that one. Like, I'll wear the old school luchador mask for that entire episode. It'll annoy the fuck out of me, but I will. It'll be
look,
great.
if you wear yours, I'll wear mine. Okay.
Yeah, look. Why don't we sync up? Because we want y'all for the Golden Turds, and we'll show up for January 5th. Like, this will be a big year for all of us.
Yeah. Or if we can't be on that show, then we'll pre-show. We'll do an hour pre-show before and tell everybody to go to the Drunken Peasants 7-year anniversary.
Yes, we'll promote the shit out of you.
Yeah. I mean,
let's make this some shit. Like, let's do it.
Yeah, and then
there we go.
And then obviously next year, we're getting closer and closer to episode 1000. Episode 1000 is going to happen next year, no matter what. So that's coming up too. That's going to be a big one.
Yeah.
We go through them pretty
wait.
quick. I mean, the next episode is 820, so that's how quick. I mean, it seems like just recently we already had 800. And we're all,
because you're streaming like half the month, like at least 15 days a month. You're working.
I know. I think there's a lot of times where I'm streaming on my other channel, and I realize you guys are streaming too. I think, man, I don't know. I think we can work something out to where we can not have to stream head to head. I just have to figure out what it is.
Look, hit me up on Twitter. I got ideas, Ben.
Okay.
Let's talk.
Okay.
I got ideas.
Yeah,
I don't want that mother-fucker Sophane to have anything to do with it. God damn it.
Whoa.
I don't want. Hey, doesn't he have better things to do, like shop at Hot Topic or something?
I mean, Fane does have a lot of spikes. He has a lot of spikes. And we and Poison in the Well are about to start doing a monthly thing.
I know, that's why I was saying this stuff.
Once a month.
Sophane's got more spikes than these COVID cases.
Yeah. He does have a lot of spikes. Like, and I asked him before, and I will ask you here on this stream, Poison in the Well, what's your spike budget? Because look at Hannibal's mask. That's not a lot of spikes.
Yeah. I got more spikes. You just, it's like, so I like it limited to just like 4 to 6 spikes, because a lot of times when people say dumb shit, I face palm, and when you got a bunch of spikes, I've had to learn to face palm the forehead, not the side of the face, because then I look like I got stigmata. So
somebody I know who made jackets, punk rock jackets, made me this gigantic jacket covered in spikes.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
I was wearing it in Los Angeles at the TV station I work for the Billionaire, and Ron Jeremy was on the episode before me. When we were going in to the studio, and he had a bunch of girls in there.
Alleged
and one of the girls
rapist Ron Jeremy, by
alleged,
the way.
well, also the station was owned by alleged rapist Alki David as well. So we were just getting it in over there. And the girls were leaving Ron Jeremy's show, and one of the girls knew me, and she saw me and was so excited to see me. She runs, jumps up into the air so I can catch her, and when I catch her, she impales herself on my spike jacket and rips up her gut.
Man, I hope the
Yeah,
video stays full at least.
too much.
Spikes.
Did you still have sex with her after?
Man.
Sure ain't.
Yeah, you still have that jacket, right? I think I've seen you wear it before.
Yeah, the jacket's at my mom's house right now. I don't know why I didn't bring it to my house.
It's probably really big on you now.
Hopefully, yeah. It was ridiculously big when I left, so I was like, I'm not gonna wear that anytime soon. It's way too big for me. And I thought about putting it up on the wall, like as a piece of wall art, but I didn't. I just left it in a closet. I should check on it and make sure that my mom hasn't like crossed over all the naughty boy bits on it and like sewn pink fucking
She sewed it into a blanket. It's like part of a
She
quilt.
might have quilted.
Yeah.
She might have quilted with my jacket.
That's hilarious. Hee hee. I wonder what he was laughing about when he kept saying hee hee like that.
The world may never know.
I was watching Dr. Drew on Frenemies podcast.
Fuck you, Ben.
What's so funny?
I was watching Dr. Drew from Loveline. Dr. Drew, Adam Carolla, Loveline. Dr. Drew was on. He was on the Frenemies podcast with H3H3 and Trish Paytas, and they were talking about Michael Jackson. And Dr. Drew has a theory that Michael Jackson was getting all the plastic surgery just to continually get prescription drugs.
That might have been
because they
who knows?
They prescribe a lot of that stuff to you after plastic surgery. So he's like, I have a feeling he might have been going and just getting plastic surgeries to fill prescriptions. That would be fucking nutty if that was true. Like that, the idea of hearing that, like, man, you're so addicted to drugs that you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go get a plastic surgery and literally have your nose removed by paying thousands of dollars when you could have probably just bought them illegally, but you were raised in a world where
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he found that loophole to get drugs. If that really was the case, that's kind of amazing.
His dad, dad's like the worst
Michael
stage
Jackson,
dad.
Michael Jackson, just like Prince,
little bit.
I don't think they were really Jehovah's Witnesses.
Prince,
because I grew up one. I was one.
Prince, towards the end of his life, became a real Jehovah's Witness. Like he wouldn't even sing any of the songs that were sexual or anything like that anymore.
Those are all the best songs.
I know. He wouldn't do like Little Red Corvette, like those kind of songs.
Yeah. So look, I had tickets to see Prince the last time Prince performed live anywhere was here in Atlanta, Georgia at the Fox Theater. And I had tickets to go to that show and I got rid of them because I had heard that, one, he wasn't doing it with a band. It was only Prince and the piano. And I was like, pass. And then the other thing was he had just said that because of his newfound dedication to his religion, to being a Jehovah's Witness, part of the 144,000, right, Monty?
Yep, 144,000.
It was like, he was like, I'm not performing this batch of songs. I'm like, so it's just Prince and the piano and he not doing these songs? So I just sold them for like 3 months of rent and just kept it.
Nice.
But it's like 3 months rent in Atlanta, not like 3 months rent in Seattle. So
okay.
Yeah.
I imagine y'all rent is much more.
You sold them for $400.
So let's talk about this really quick, guys. Like, Hannibal, you mentioned when things reopen, things are technically reopening here already.
They're not open enough. Look, the COVID is still floating around.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying, like, it's getting so much better here over time, just because people here take it more seriously than in other parts of the country. that it's there, and I mean that's why Billy and I are distanced right now too. But it's getting to the point. It's getting way better here, and I look at the numbers here compared to the rest of the country. I'm glad I'm in a place that actually took it seriously. I don't know. So it should.
Yeah. And no, it's ugly, but I'll ask you this: do you really want a nigga from Atlanta and New Orleans when you look at the Anuka from Atlanta and New Orleans coming out there? When you look at what our respective cities look like,
you know me.
It's
Just
ugly.
Yes, I want
Billy's
that.
bad healthy lifestyle.
What?
Yeah. No. We could easily bring you COVID. We could easily bring you.
I mean,
COVID
like
right now.
I don't. People come here all the time. Like people come, come to the city here, all the like travelers. So yeah, I don't really care. Yeah. I mean, eventually when things get better, things will slowly get better, and I see by this
Grant County.
I see by this summer.
We're King County.
We're in King County.
All right.
So yeah, like by this summer, it'll probably turn around a lot.
We're gonna make a meetup happen when this shit evens out. I wanted to do it way before now. It would have happened if this fucking pandemic didn't happen.
I want you cute boys to come bring us the cough.
Yes.
Here's so I guess we're 13th in cases.
Yeah, but we started number 1.
Yeah, we were number 1.
Yeah, because y'all like that initial first couple positive cases was in was in Washington State, right?
California, and the first deaths at a nursing home in the area here, like a matter of miles away. California, almost 12% of their population. That's just insane.
Yeah.
So, Ben, you know how I always have those harebrained schemes that I come up with?
Yeah.
I think I have a new one, and
Let's
I think
hear
we
it.
should start this off ground level right here, right now. We got to jump into it. We're going to start a dating app, and it only accepts people who have gotten their vaccines. So all the horning people who have been being sweet boys and girls, staying at home, staying distance, finally got those vaccines. They show us the certificate. We vet them. We put them in, and you're vaccine clean. You can run around and do all the coughing and kissing you want.
There you go.
I'll sign up.
I think it's a good idea. We'll call it Drunken Peasants Kissing Home Game.
There you go.
Yeah, the DP home game.
See, I feel like that has a whole different connotation.
Probably.
I'm still signing up.
Okay, Louisiana's 25. All right.
Yeah.
Who's at the bottom? Who's at the bottom? Who's 50? Like,
I hope it's Antarctica or Alaska.
Wyoming is the lowest.
Antarctica.
That's probably because of population, right?
When did Antarctica join the United States?
I mean, like percentage of their population is the lowest too.
Yeah, but they have more space. Like everybody's social.
Yeah.
It's hard not to social distance in Wyoming.
So it's their population density.
Oh yes, Wyoming.
Because they have a lot of space but a low population. And then the states up here like Texas and California and Florida, and New York, those are the 4 most populous states in the country.
Right.
Since COVID broke, I've been to the number 1 state and the number 50th state, and I felt like the people in the 50th state didn't care as much, and statistically they were right to. So
take a look at that percentage of total between number 1 and 5.
It's
those are the people though. It's like if COVID got there, and started to spread they would be completely ill-equipped to deal with it.
But they don't cross their social circles don't cross that deep.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that says. Actually, I was telling somebody that about the reason that the numbers aren't as high in Atlanta. Like, so Georgia has a high daily cases, but like low daily deaths in relation to the amount of cases. But that's just because Atlanta is a very big spaced out city. Like everything is 15 minutes away. So it's like you have to like go from one section to it, and it's just a big spaced out area. And I think it makes so. And a lot of people that I catch going to the clubs and the restaurants and stuff, a lot of times those aren't people that are from Atlanta. Those are people that are coming from out of town, flying here for like $30 on Spirit Airlines, and then find a cheap ass hotel, and then they go crazy on the weekend. Like every time I'm talking to people, I'm just like, hey man, where you from? They be like, oh, they always from New York, LA, Chicago, Miami, Boston. They come from places where the lockdown guidelines are far stricter than they are here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you could literally, like, if you came to Atlanta, not trying to sell you guys or nothing, I know this is going to sound like a sales pitch, but if you came to Atlanta, you could sit down at a Chipotle or Qdoba, or we could just go to a restaurant and get a beef Wellington right now.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, restaurants did just open here like last week.
Which means I saw Tenet in the movie theaters when it came out.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
There's no theaters open. That's for. I mean, well, actually, there are some, right? There's some.
I wouldn't go to a theater now.
Just for the record, there was nobody in the theater. It was literally just me and the motherfuckers that worked there. It was just like, I saw Tenet and New Mutants the same day. One of those movies was incredible. The other movie was New Mutants. So
I haven't been to a movie theater since New York City before everything locked down here in Washington State. I used to go to the movie theaters like 5 times a week minimum. Like I would always go to the movies. Sometimes I went to the movies 3 times in one day. It was sick, and now it's been so long.
Yeah, it's great. I saw somebody in the chat say that that like about the cops breaking up parties and stuff, like these COVID parties people are having. Like you could just have that shit in Georgia. Like they don't give a shit. Like there's no like all of the social distance, like all of the CDC guidelines is a suggestion here, which is hilarious because the CDC, wait for it, is in Atlanta. Okay?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Oh.
And yeah, let's just remember where the Walking Dead started.
Yep. Yes, it did.
The TV series started in Atlanta, Georgia, with the CDC, and they had the first season. They had to go to the CDC to figure out what happened, and they're like, "Well, what happened was, you see, the rest of the country closed down, and we continued to Bankhead bounce, and now there's zombies."
Yeah. Yeah, the shit is wild, man. The shit is insane, and like every week, and I've seen it from both ends of the spectrum. So I'm a lot more receptive to both sides. I know there's people that are frustrated from quarantining for months on end. And I've talked to the people that that haven't been able to work because their jobs don't allow them to work from home, or unable to work from home. If you're a massage therapist, there's no work from home variant of that job.
I wonder how many people are fucking to that song that came out a few years ago, "Work from Home." Baby, you can work from home. That doesn't work the same anymore. Everybody is.
I hope they're fucking. If you're not fucking on that song, what was the point of putting the song on?
Before, it was a special thing to work from home. Now that song comes on, you're like, oh my God, I'm done with you, woman. Let me play my Tendo, and you go cook something. Go become socially distant. Be gone. Be gone.
Tendo.
My Tendo. Let me play my Tendo.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Kalo Dano, right? Right, Billy?
They know. They know.
No.
They know.
I want to know who they are.
If you
And
didn't
what is it that they
now
know?
you know. Yeah.
That's what I
And
wanna
yes,
know.
the
Do you want me to play that?
CDC is here in Atlanta.
You want me to play that music video again, Billy? The 80's baby.
You know I don't.
Okay.
Which video is it?
This person that makes Billy cringe harder than I've ever seen him cringe at anybody else ever, even more than Egghead.
Really?
Did a cover of one of his songs. Yeah, that's because Billy collabed with him.
If you play the original first, I'll let you do it.
Oh yes, I'm for this. I'm all for this.
So we can compare. We have to compare.
All right.
Let me find the original.
I wish there was a video for the original, but there's not.
I have one. Yeah, let me find it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one moment. It's going to take. Shouldn't take too long. I'm gonna send it to the little Tootie.
Little Tootie.
The little Tootie.
From the Facts of
Also,
Life.
guys, thanks for having us on. As always, it's always a pleasure hanging out with you guys.
Yeah,
Not going anywhere. I just wanted to get it out the way now. It's like, hey man, thanks for having us on. It's always fun.
You
hanging
sound
out
like
with
you're
Brent,
prepping for me to rage quit. You know what, Hannibal? You know what, Hannibal?
I was just about to say, and it's always fun hanging out with Krindar, who is we'll be doing our 3rd annual Golden Turd Awards in January, and Krindar here is nominated for the funniest white on our show.
The funniest white.
That's
it's
quality
him and Lord Jamarcus, and we would
funnier
love for
than
you guys to present the award for that.
I would be honored.
Yes.
So we gotta
we go.
play. We gotta play. I think we should play the original first, and then we'll play Kalo's version, and then people can vote on which one's better through donating bits.
Oh wow.
Or
okay.
Labs.
Okay,
Put your
I
money
see
where
you
your
sent
mouth
it.
is on the votes, guys.
All right.
I'm downloading Billy's version right now.
No, it's the original version, the only version.
The
version.
The up for
Downloading the
debate real version. It's up for debate. I mean, you guys can decide which one's better. I don't know.
Only in the form of Streamlabs or bits, though. We don't want your free opinions around here. You pay for your opinion.
That's hilarious. All right, let's see. Why did you never release this video?
I don't know. Cringy.
All right, Billy.
Baby, I'm sorry. I can't fit inside your Ferrari. Baby, of course. I ain't fitting inside of your Porsche. Baby, you've seen me. I won't fit in your Lamborghini. Baby, it's true. I'm not fitting in your BMW. I can't fit in your Mercedes, baby. You cannot ride me like the 80's, baby. I know I sound crazy, baby. In the fast lane, speeding past 80, baby.
Come on, baby, won't you ride with me? Top down, race into the night with me. Come on, baby, just turn the key. Feel out like the rubber, burn with me. Come on, baby, won't you ride with me? Come on, baby, come on, baby. Come on, baby, just turn the key. Come on, baby, come on, baby.
Baby, I'm sorry. I can't fit inside your Ferrari. Baby, of course.
It's like a vocoder, right?
Inside of your Porsche. Baby, you've seen me. I won't fit in your Lamborghini. Baby, it's true. I'm not fitting in your BMW. I can't fit in your Mercedes, baby. You cannot ride me like the 80's, baby. I know it sounds crazy, baby. In the
about Power Wheels?
Come on, baby.
Yeah.
Come on, baby, just turn the key. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
That was awesome.
Billy,
This is the original.
Can
I've
I
never
can
seen
I
that.
sample this? Please tell me I can sample this song.
I think so. Yeah, I don't know if I have the untracked version or not.
I don't need.
Chat
I don't
wants
need
to
the
know if you
untracked
actually.
version. I just send me the 2-track. Okay.
Okay,
I'll just sample that. Okay.
Chat wants to know if you actually recorded singing through the fan or not.
Of course I
Yo, and look,
did,
that-
guys.
Look, the fan part is fucking brilliant. I don't know if y'all understand how gangster that was what he did. Because like that was the original auto-tune, is that you would sing in the fan, it would make you sound like a robot, and then he just so the fact that you added that into the video, that kind of music nerdism, I appreciate that. I want you to know.
Great.
I felt like the video was never finished, so it never got released. I wanted to add in like other things to it. I wanted to have like clips of 80s commercials playing, like maybe on like a TV or something in the background that sped through with the TV.
Yeah.
By the time the video was like I didn't talk to the guys for months that created it, that directed it. Didn't see it for a long time. By the time I like got a version of it, I looked so fat in it. I was like, man,
yeah,
this
I
is
get that.
this is old. Like I wanted more done to the video, so I was like, I never released it. I got a whole other video I filmed with these guys that I never released as well.
Is it the one where you fell?
It's from the shoot where I fell. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had an entire church set up, and it was like a ridiculous video. And it never got released either because
I like the person who suggested that song needs to be in Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
I mean, I can see that.
Here's here's Kalo's cover.
Okay.
Well, I'm back in the bed
Who is
where it
this?
all began.
What does he mean in the bed where it all began? Did you lay in that bed
Man,
with him?
Where he
I didn't lay in that bed with him. I didn't lay in that bed with him. I laid in the hotel bedroom with him, and I thought nobody would ever see that video because nobody watches his channel.
Ouch.
Billy, since you did not want to be my coach and help me through and help me to try to win and keep my Cringerweight title, I wrote you a little something. Roll it, maestro.
And by maestro, he means himself.
Uh-oh.
He's obsessed with Poppy.
Why do you have so much
apparently.
trouble getting up?
He could not do the ab
This is
ripper
for you,
X.
baby boy. I got you right here. I'm gonna sing you.
He's kind of like Brett Keane. He's laying in bed making a video.
What are we? Yes. What? But he's on his back.
Yep.
Creepy.
And this is one long ass intro.
Wait, he's not gonna cut to anything. He's just gonna play this.
Oh, butt crack.
Billy, I'm sorry. I can't cringe inside your Ferrari. Billy, of course. I ain't cringing inside of your Porsche. Billy, you've seen me. I won't cringe in your Lamborghini. Billy, it's true. I'm not cringing in your BMW. I can't cringe in your Mercedes, Billy. You cannot leave me like an abortion, baby. I know it sounds crazy, Billy. In the Power Hub, cringing past Mickey, Billy. Come on, Billy, won't you cringe with me? Top down, cringing all night with me. Come on, Billy, just motorboat me. Cringe out, let the buffalo burn with me.
So, we know that at least Kalo has the track without the vocals on it, right?
Yeah, I have the track without the vocals, and I think I have the track with the vocals.
There you go. Look, Billy, send both of those shits to Hannibal.
Yeah, send it all to me, man, and just let me do what I think. Look, I got G-Man and Shanny sounding like they great rappers. Okay, if I could do it with them, I could,
It's true.
Yeah. Did y'all hear Did y'all hear the Barrel of Laws or the Law Scout Symphony? Like, don't play it here. You'll get copyright claim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
I don't think G-Man's great at anything, though. Honestly.
Yeah.
Nah, he's not. Nah, he's good. He's the most successful offbeat Christian rapper I've ever met in my life.
That's because DP got him a lot of attention, 6-7 years ago. That's the reason why.
Yeah. Oh, I believe it.
He was one of our early lol cows.
Yeah. I found him through DP.
Yeah.
That's how I fell into that whole community.
There's a
Hannibal
really
and I
old,
are dipped into.
There's a really old DP episode where we had Thunderfoot on, and we had G-Man on to talk to Thunderfoot, and that's pretty hilarious.
I remember that.
Yeah,
it was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah,
he still talks about that like it happened yesterday.
Yeah, it's been almost 7 years.
Can't let it go.
Yes.
You guys have had everybody on. You guys have had wrestlers and Jimmy Dore's been on and Jesse Lee Peterson's been on. Milo Yiannopoulos ended his career on your show. Like, you guys are, I was watching. This is super random. I was watching Joe Rogan's interview with Steven Crowder. Also, go follow me on Parler if you're on Parler. My name is @real Steven Crowder. So anyway, I was watching Steven Crowder's interview with Joe Rogan, and they mentioned you guys on that podcast.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It was so random. I was like, oh, I know those guys. Those are my friends. Yeah.
And we're gonna have Elisa Jordana next episode, right?
Yes,
Christmas
we are.
Eve episode. She's been on Howard Stern multiple times. Worked for Howard Stern.
She worked for Howard.
She dated
yeah.
Benji Brunk. Yeah, she was in she was in a reality show hosted by Chris Jericho.
Yeah,
It came out in like 2007. It was it looked like Bad Girls Club meets what was the Puff Daddy Making the Band?
Yeah,
it was like
yeah.
Bad Girls Club meets Making the Band. It looked like such a shit show hosted by Chris Jericho. I was like, damn.
Here's
shit show is a registered trademark. Okay, you got to call
True.
it something.
My apologies.
Well, I am an admirer of Elisa's. Elisa has even worked for me, and the
Elisa made this video as like her own self-promotion.
fact is that she is talented.
What's it called? Carmen and Friends?
Carmen and Friends.
Kermit.
But
if Kermit. You're saying
Like
not
the
to
frog?
do.
Yeah,
Wait.
I actually have watched
I didn't recognize who this was at first, but this is one of the Dixie chicks.
a few hours of Kermit and Friends.
Wow.
How many
She's not ready
hours
to
have
make
you
nice.
watched, Natalie?
Oh, no. Probably indulged in 8 hours.
Holy.
My wife and I watched Benji's ex-girlfriends or whatever's going on. We watched this crazy podcast, and I have to say, this is one of the probably in the top 5 things I think about right now.
She has a podcast, but she gets to come on the radio. It is craziness upon craziness.
What?
Yeah, so this is her, I mean, it's a stream that she does with and
Yeah.
there's Stern characters on there, like that's Wendy the Slow Adult. She used to have a different name back in the day, but now they call her Wendy the Slow Adult.
Okay.
Yeah.
She the one on the far right.
On
And
the
she
far
had
right.
she had
She looks stoned.
she had a fight with Stuttering John this week, and he had left her a voicemail
Oh yeah.
over a fight. That,
Elisa, right?
It's the Howard Elisa, yeah.
Yeah.
So like she's well versed in the Howard Stern history. She's part of it, She's
He
a
said,
part of it. And
she
he
said
pulls
st-
over to her show.
She said Stuttering John was always trying to get her to go hiking with him. So
Yeah, that just sounds like you're gonna get murdered. That's what that sounds like.
Stuttering John quit Howard Stern and went over and worked for Jay Leno on The Tonight Show for a little while during like the last run of The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. He was like the announcer, like that announced Jay Leno when he was basically like almost like Jay Leno's Ed McMahon in a way towards the end.
Yeah. I had an offer to go work for Jimmy Fallon, and I was like, I'm not leaving Ben.
Oh, thank you.
I won't
I
do
appreciate
it.
it.
Is that what you
I
said?
won't do it.
Oh.
Yeah, I said no, Jimmy Fallon. I won't leave Ben, no matter how much I would love to work in close proximity with the Roots. I won't.
They are
I won't
good.
do it.
Yeah. That. I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn it.
Something funny. I know it was going to be funny.
I have no idea. I don't remember. But yeah, Wendy. Who else did they have on? I see people in their chat that I recognize too sometimes. She basically, she was interviewed by Howard Stern. Elisa was interviewed by Howard Stern because she, was friend zoning Benji at first. We'll ask her about it when she comes on. Howard Stern also said, I could have you in 10 minutes, he said to her when she was on the show. I don't know if you've ever seen that interview, but it's interesting.
Yeah, but what would Howard Stern do with the other 8 minutes?
Yeah, nothing.
The joke is that it takes him 2 minutes to finish a sexual act.
He would
That
agree
was the
with
joke.
that. Honestly, he would agree with that. He always talks about how small it is and how he hardly lasts very long at all. So yeah.
But that's a tactic. That's a tactic that us big dang dudes use all the time to undersell ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I know Howard's packing it.
Yeah, you get her to think that it's small.
How do you
and
know?
then she gets
Just because
there.
he's really tall? Do you think just because he's like 6'5", 6'6" or something?
There's never been a tall person with a micro penis.
That's
is
not
what I'm
true.
saying.
Oh my God.
Huh.
Come on, dude.
Huh. Maybe I'm wrong. No, what I do think is that Howard Stern's packing a Gila monster.
Okay.
I think it's pronounced Gila monster.
I could be wrong. Gila?
Yeah.
Ethan and Gila?
Yeah, because the Gila monsters live in New Mexico near the Gila River.
That's one of the one subjects that Shabisky can talk about ad nauseum. You talk about Gila monsters, and you got Gila he can't even talk about weed as much as he can talk about Gila monsters.
Let's see.
I tuned into Pimp Monk's show the other day.
Yeah.
The Morning Wood, and Shabisky spent 47 minutes talking about the Gila monster.
Yeah.
It's Gila.
He's a fan.
See? Here's the pronunciation key. Gila.
Gila
monster.
Gila.
Yeah, they're native to New Mexico. See how it says American International Rattlesnake Museum in Albuquerque? I've been to this thing so many times. It's really small. You pay like $5 to get in. It's like 2 rooms full of rattlesnakes and other shit. Like a Gila monsters are venomous too, actually.
Really small?
Yeah.
$5 to get in? Ben, are you promoting my OnlyFans?
If it's at the Albuquerque American International Rattlesnake Museum, I am.
Hilarious.
I wouldn't say it's a rattlesnake.
Have you guys ever seen that? There's a channel on YouTube. This guy who basically just goes around and gets bit and or stung by animals, and then describes the pain.
What a crazy motherfucker!
What a dumbass.
So I said it because he does an episode where he gets bitten by a specific type of Gila monster in New Mexico, and he is like, man, fuck this shit.
Here's what I want from him. I don't care about the Gila monster biting him. I want to see him go get cuffed point blank range in the mouth from somebody with COVID and explain the pain to me. That's like the series finale right there. That would be so good.
He does one when he gets stung by like the Japanese murder hornets that were in America earlier this year. He does that one.
They're still around.
He did the bullet ants in
God,
South
that's
America.
awful. That's awful.
Yeah, he was at the time when he did the bullet ant, he was like, "Oh, this is the worst pain I've ever." And he was like, "Yeah, it's like it lasts like the initial pain lasts for like 20, 30 minutes.
How do you step up from that?
There's a
do you do it to your
residual
balls
pain
next?
that lasts for like 3 or 4 hours after that.
Do it to your balls.
Like an aftertaste, but worse.
Yeah, if he's serious about it, he'll do it to his balls next. Step it up a notch. Come on.
That's his OnlyFans. He does every single animal that's ever gotten him before, but on OnlyFans he does it to his balls.
Bullet ant
He
to
let
the
a snapping
balls.
turtle. He let a snapping turtle bite his hand, and it almost took his finger off. It took almost took the nail completely off.
That was really dumb of him.
Yeah, it was.
Why do white people do shit like this?
First off, I didn't say that he was white. So how did you predict that, Monty? Because you absolutely right.
Hey.
Is he white, Hannibal? Is he white?
Well, he said, how did you predict that?
I'd be afraid that I'd have like an allergic reaction also, like aside from the pain. I don't know. Like I got bit by this crazy ant when I was living in New Mexico. It was a big black ant, and I was barbecuing outside, and somehow it got up to my shoulder and bit me, and it swelled up and got really fucking itchy, and it hurt like I was like, did that shit crawl all the way up my leg? Did it have the chance to sting my balls? You know, I got really freaked out. I called the Orkin man the next day. Dude, I had no idea it was crawling on me, and it just randomly bit me, and it hurt so fucking bad.
Yeah.
You know, because I wasn't ready for it, for one thing. So I called an exterminator like the next day to take those fuckers out.
Yeah.
There was a hill of them in my backyard.
Yeah, nuke them from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Yep.
Exactly.
Oh, that scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, this guy has a
those
whole
bastards.
channel where all he does is so the first part of it is him trying to catch whatever the thing is, like the insect or bug or lizard, whatever that he's trying to get. He'll catch it. And then the next part is him trying to figure out how to, they'll use forceps to hold it. And then they press it up against his skin, and it stabs him, and then he just sits there and just crawls around on the ground in pain. It's an amazing, I got lost on YouTube for a solid, I've watched a solid 12 hours of this dude's content, just watching him just writhe in pain. And rise he does. Okay?
I watched.
He goes through it.
I watched this guy because I was looking into these big red mushrooms that grow in areas where there's a lot of pine trees, and we have a lot of them here, so I see them all the time. They're like, the big red mushrooms with the white spots on them. And I saw this guy on YouTube cook one of them up and make it into a drink and drink it, and they're highly hallucinogenic. But it's not like psilocybin, like most magic mushrooms. They're highly toxic too. You got to cook the toxicity out of them, and then it's I think it's like DMT in it. I think that's it. I'll show you really quick. Here it is. Amanita
DMT.
Amanita muscaria. They grow specifically under.
Wow, that's straight out of Mario Brothers.
Yeah, dude, and
that's not real.
And he grows. Oh, dude, they grow around here. They grow. You've seen these around here, right, Billy? I'm sure you've seen.
I don't know. I probably have. Yeah.
Like in the woods, you'll see them everywhere, and there's a lot of big evergreen trees around here. I see them all the time, all the time. But they're not safe to eat. Like someone who knows how to cook the toxins out of it can prepare it. Back in the day, they used to drink the piss of deer because up in Siberia, deer eat these a lot, and they would let the deer piss because the deer's liver would filter out all the toxins, and they drink the straight up piss, and it would have all the hallucinogenic properties. Okay. And actually, this is how the legend of Santa Claus and Christmas came to be eventually too.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. So, how did they figure out that the deer piss would get you high? Were they drinking other animals' piss?
Yes.
Did they drink some wolf piss, some bear piss?
Yes.
Some fox piss, some wolverine piss, and it was nah, all this just tastes real pissy. But then they drank that deer piss and was like, man, this shit got me fucked up.
They would see the deer
Piss
eating
just
it.
tastes pissy.
They would see the deer eating it, and they knew that eating the mushrooms would make you hallucinate, but if you ate too much, you'd get really sick and maybe die. if you ate it straight off the ground. You know what they would also do? They would pick them and hang them on the pine trees just like ornaments, and they would do that to let them dry. So, because that would remove some of the toxicity as well. See, it says here in Siberia, by Turkic people, they would use it to like make them hallucinate, and there were shamans that actually look kind of similar. They dress kind of similar to how we view Santa Claus now, and they would go down chimneys too, that kind of stuff. It's really interesting.
On splasher, on squirter, on shower and pissing.
That's good.
That's how all this started.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. All right.
When I go for walks in the woods this time of year, when it's like kind of cool outside, and it's raining a lot, I'll see a lot of these growing right underneath some of the big evergreen trees here.
Jesus Christ.
Like
okay.
Yeah. I took a picture of one not too long ago.
How tall do they get? Because they like some of these pictures look close to the ground, but then some of them look kind of tall.
Oh, not that tall.
Okay.
Yeah, they're.
I'm also trying to gauge just how tall Mario actually is in real life.
I mean, it is kind of weird. Mario eats the hallucinogenic mushroom and then grows, you know?
Yeah.
Whoop. That's obviously extending his pineal gland to the 44th state in the
That's some Brett Keane bullshit.
They has to go around and jump on the Clockwork Elves in order to get back
Then
to
there's the other mushroom that lets him come back from the dead.
I mean, there is kind of a weird theory that Santa Claus's elves, going back to Santa Claus in the red and white suit, that the elves that help Santa Claus are the Clockwork Elves, and the psychedelic pissing deer are Santa's flying reindeer, because they're like they're like caribou, which is what a reindeer is. So.
And a Caribou Lou is actually what Tech9, American rapper, loves to drink. It's 151 rum.
Really? And it's
pineapple
called Caribou
juice.
Lou?
A Caribou Lou, yeah. It's
Isn't the
151
Lou?
pineapple rum.
Isn't the Lou another word for toilet?
Oh my God, dude, that's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The Caribou Lou. Oh my, we broke. My friends and I, we cracked the code.
We cracked the code.
OMG. OMG.
It's a good song.
Caribou Lou.
Caribou Lou is some Florida shit. Great way to black out. Jesus Christ.
You know what caribou is good on
Caribbean. It's Caribbean rum, right? It's 151 Malibu rum and pineapple juice.
Is it caribou piss? I think it's caribou piss.
I think it effectively interprets the caribou pee-pee from the ancient cultures of the pre-Santa Clausian. I don't know.
Pre-Santa Clausian. I like
pre-Santa Clausian nurturing culture is phenomenal for the Caribbean caribou pee-pee. We're going to make everybody super high.
You know, I've been playing this game where I'm given a map with no labels, and I see how quickly I can figure it out by putting the countries in certain places.
Okay.
Did Monty die?
Yeah, Monty, are you having a coma?
He needs a green mushroom.
Hannibal, should we be worried about Monty?
He's
just drunk. He just fell asleep. Just let him do his thing. Look, little guys all tuckered out.
Yeah, a little bit too much of the reindeer piss.
So, I'm really good at Europe and North America and South America, but Asia and Africa, I suck at. There's so many countries in Africa too. Africa is big as fuck and it has way too many countries. There's so many.
Yeah.
South America's easy. There's like only a handful of countries down there, and they're all really big. Same thing with North America. But fuck. Asia's hard too. There's so many little countries here and there. And in the Middle East, there's a bunch of them. Yeah.
Yeah. The Myanmar. I can't find it on the map.
Yeah, those are hard
that's
ones.
One of those. There's certain ones that I've always struggled with. Bolivia. I struggle with. Just like you said, a lot of the African countries. I struggle
there's so
with.
many of them. Hey,
he's awake.
Who are they? Oh.
Good morning, Monty.
Monty, you have to go. You have to go night-night.
Sorry.
Morning, sleepyhead.
It's okay. You got to go night-night.
Somebody clip this out and send it to me so I can use it on the show. Right? I'm using this. Hey, Monty,
this is
just
all
so you
a
know,
dream. Monty, you are dreaming right now.
I am not dreaming. I am not dreaming.
This is going in my attack ad. I just want you to know.
This can go in your attack ad. I've been working my ass off, prepping shit. So I'm sorry.
No.
We ran long
needed.
anyway. We're gonna wrap up in a few here.
Monty, it's pretty obvious that I saw Spider-Man, okay? After Spider-Man got bit by that spider, he passed out on the floor for a good day. You're getting your superpowers. They're in.
Yo,
I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for mine.
No, they're in. You're passing out. This is your body acclimating to the superpowers.
Yeah, my body's adjusting. My body. Wait. Let's see.
Does anybody know what this whole thing was supposedly based on?
You feel like your credit score or anything is going up? Like, what type of powers do we have?
No, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening.
Shoot.
Nothing at all.
It was based off of like a dumbass thing somebody posted on Twitter, and then it was like, oh yeah, man, and then black people just took that shit and ran. And
I saw that tweet, but I was just wondering where that person was getting this idea, or if they're just being a straight up ass troll.
No, look, listen, so this is something that we talk about at the black people meetings, but like there are those of us who believe everything on earth came from black people, including stuff that definitely didn't come from even stuff that didn't come from black people, like clam chowder. Okay, like it's clearly not our shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like running towards danger. Be like, oh, we invented running towards danger.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. Motherfuckers be sitting up there rapping about the pyramids, telling you about how Easter was really like a African holiday. It's like, bro, just
you don't see Hannibal running around doing a YouTube channel about where getting himself stung by shit.
Oh yeah, not at all. Not even. Not just. Who would want to do like the guy who does that channel? He deserves all the subs that he has. I would never do that shit.
Look,
right.
I know for a fact. I've read the statistics. You guys do run towards danger. It's called going home.
That's true. Preach, Billy. Preach.
Shut up, Monty. You don't even know what we're talking about. This is from a conversation that we started like 20 minutes ago.
I know what we're talking about now.
I thought your camera was frozen for a second there. Because like sometimes people's cameras freeze up. So that's what I thought was going on at first. You know, there's a famous picture of Pimp Monk passed out during one of his streams.
Sleep Monk.
Don't
let
that be one. No, Billy, Ben, why are you putting that out there? Why you mentioned that?
It'll happen.
Look at it.
I don't need to put it
white
out
people
there.
Confused.
Remember when Pimp Monk passed out at the 24-hour stream, and like he had boogies coming out of his nose? Yeah, snot bubbles. And I like try to wake him up, and he got so mad at me because I thought he might be dying. I thought he might be choking on his snot bubbles.
He's like, you trying to wake me up?
Yeah. I had snot in my throat. And I'm like, okay. I just was worried about you, Papa.
I love Pimp Monk. I love Pimp Monk.
Yes.
He was upset. He was upset that he didn't get nominated for Funniest White this year.
But yeah. Well, we got you, Pimp. We got you, Pimp. You don't. No, I won't say anything.
Oh.
I'm still. I can't believe that fucking happened. Fuck. All right.
Hilarious. Hilarious. Hold up. Lord Jamarcus, I'm checking what you sent me on Twitter now. Hold up.
Do we have our first Photoshop of Sleepy Monty?
I hope so. I'm going to give you like 1,000 plunger points. That's what you gave me.
Hey, I just want to say Monty does this shit better in his sleep than any of us do awake.
There you go. See? Thank you, Billy. Thank you.
Yes. Lord Jamarcus, take your plunger points. This shit is incredible. Yes. Love that guy. Love.
Did I get tagged in on this? I
I'm
want to
gonna
see this.
share it.
I've been dreaming of
I'ma
a
share it
melanin
right
deficient girl like you.
Heather, take me in on this.
Yes. You know what? Listen. All I'm saying is, Crendor, you're gonna have to step your game up for Funniest White on Hannibal Monty Shit Show. Because Lord Jamarcus ain't playing with you right now, all right?
Whoa.
Ain't no
Whoa.
He's fighting to win.
Yes. We'll see which
Hold
one.
on, I'm about to drop it in the Skype call right now. So you can check it out.
Oh shit.
Bravo. That's all I got to say. Bravo. There we go.
Where's mine?
Bravo.
So I can see this shit.
When I
What
roll
is
up in the
that?
Tahoe. Oh.
Yes. Lord Jamarcus. This shit is incredible.
Nice.
There you go.
Oh, fuck you. I fell asleep like that. God damn it.
There you go.
Which particular white lady is this one?
I love this. Oh my God, this is great.
Is that Emily Blunt?
Look at this.
That's Emily Blunt. First off, you know that's Emily Blunt, Monty. I like how you try to play the role. Who is that?
Yeah,
Can somebody tell me?
It's not out of the ordinary for a black man to pass out and dream of the blunt. This is the wrong blunt.
Monty has fantasies about what he wants to do to Emily Blunt's face. He talks about it regularly on our show. What is it that you say about her face, Monty, specifically?
I don't.
What's the line that you say?
I don't say anything.
No,
That's not my line.
You say she has a very somethingable face.
I don't say that. I'm not going to repeat it.
When Monty is chilling with the homies in the hood and they say, would you like to hit the blunt? Monty says, indubitably. But then when they pass him the marijuana cigar, he says, oh, never mind. Never mind.
You too, Billy. Come on, Bill.
You too, Brute? No, I'm mad, Monty, because when you fell asleep, I made a really funny joke. Ben was talking about big black ants in his backyard, and I said Medea, and nobody said anything. That would have been your spot. That would have been your spot to say something. But you were sleeping. You were sleeping. You were my only hope, and nobody laughed. Nobody said anything.
I would have laughed at your joke, Billy. I would have laughed.
Could have. You'd have laughed, and then everybody else would have stopped and thought about it and been like, oh, yeah. But no, I was left on my own. I was like, is Monty okay? Is he okay?
That happened. That happened.
Says he was dreaming of a white Christmas.
Oh, fuck y'all.
Going in my ad, yes. Yeah. I gotta figure out how to download this episode from Twitch.
It's gonna be on YouTube. It'll be on YouTube like sometime tomorrow.
Don't tell him that.
Oh yeah, I'm all for this. Yeah, Monty fell asleep. That is good stuff.
Yeah, and I saw the position I was in. I ended up face palming, and I got comfortable, and then I just got more comfortable.
Yeah, it just those. Monty and his girl both have like that one like celebrity like kind of like what do they call it, like your hall pass. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and Monty's is Emily Blunt's face. So there you go.
If there's anybody out there who has me as their hall pass, you're sick. Just want to put that out there.
Yeah. And why is this back on the screen? Why is this back there? Fuck you, Ben.
If you're a Patreon member or a YouTube member to Hannibal and Monty Shit Show, right now we are doing the voting for. Well, we are allowing you guys to elect the nominees for Shit Show Guest of the Year. So for just $2 a month, you guys can subscribe and go vote right now. Go vote for Lord Jamarcus. Right now if you want to. Crendor, I'm not campaigning against you, but Lord Jamarcus, damn, he did a good one.
I mean, he earned it right there. I got to give it to him.
That's amazing. Amazing.
I'm not even mad.
Yes. We got a couple Monty Emily Blunt memes out there. So, one of these days Emily Blunt is gonna see him and then she's gonna hop in your DMs and then you're gonna have a real problem with your hands.
It goes down in the DMs. In your dreams. Wait.
Fuck all of y'all. Fuck all of y'all.
Personally, I'm also amused by Billy's face at the moment that meme was made.
Yeah, my Billy's drinking his 40 right there.
I was tipping on fofos.
Yeah. What is that? St. Ides?
Yes.
Billy's drinking
Good
St.
moment.
Ides right now?
Yeah.
I'm an OG, an original gamer.
Oh, you had an Atari 2600 also?
No, ColecoVision, doofball.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
You took it way back.
Nice.
I'm sorry I called you a doofball. I didn't mean to. I take
ColecoVision
it back.
I'll survive.
ColecoVision had the one button on top, right? Like the joystick with the single red button on top. Was that Coleco?
Yeah.
No, that's Atari.
Yeah, no, that was Atari. ColecoVision
had like 9
what,
buttons.
ColecoVision had what effectively looked like a telephone, but instead of having a receiver to talk or to listen to, it was a joystick. So you
Yeah, it had
have
like a little number
button
pad, then like a
number
little
pad like a telephone, and a stupid joystick at
touchpad
the top.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. BENPAI, can I ask one question to end this show off with?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Most underrated game console that you've ever that you've had the opportunity to play. Most underrated game console.
I already have my answer. That's easy.
Okay. Everybody in the chat, talk amongst yourselves. Most underrated game console that you've played.
I think the Dreamcast was underrated. I mean, it depends on when in history was it underrated, because now people realize how good it is, but at the time it just it didn't last very long. It didn't have a very long lifespan. And then the GameCube, that's another one, because at the time PlayStation 2 was out, Xbox was out.
I love the GameCube.
I got an answer for this one too.
That Star Wars Rogue Squadron was on GameCube, and it was an amazing flight simulator / Star
Hannibal,
Wars.
how about this one for your answer? TurboGrafx 16.
TurboGrafx 16, yeah. What was the?
A lot of people didn't know.
What
that
about
existed.
overrated? Overrated, I have a few. Like one was Neo
All the
Geo.
Xboxes?
It was so expensive and shit.
Oh yeah,
Neo
that
Geo,
was insane.
And then another one was Atari Jaguar. At first, like everyone was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be awesome."
So look, the
tried that one.
Atari Jaguar CD, like their 64-bit game system.
Yeah.
I thought that was a dope ass system. That was actually going to be my underrated choice. There was an Alien Predator. There was an Alien Predator first person game where it was where you could play as a Marine, the alien, or the Predator.
Damn.
And it was super dope.
Yeah, it's hard to answer, like, because sometimes, like, there was a lot of hype around some systems that everyone was like, yeah, but then when it came out, everyone was like, this is trash, and then it didn't sell well.
Yeah, 3DO was bad. Philips CDI, I think, was garbage.
What was it?
Yeah.
What was the one that had the shitty?
Look at you.
What was the one that had the
I
shitty
know, my
Zelda
gaming.
games on it? Was that CDI?
Oh my god, they were legendarily shitty.
CDI, I think.
Which one had?
Yeah, Philips CDI. You gotta see
Philips
You gotta look
CDI.
up on YouTube some of those Zelda games on that thing. They were
pretty
mind-bogglingly terrible.
Yeah, bad animation. And like
I don't know what was going on with the cutscenes in that thing. Like the characters would wobble in and out of the screen and deform, and it was like an acid trip.
Yeah, I had somebody in the comments said Nintendo's Virtual Boy was underrated. It wasn't underrated. It was rated where it needed to be. I had a Virtual Boy.
They discontinued
and
it pretty quick.
I had every game that was made for it, except for the Smash Brothers style game that was like the game they had before Smash Brothers came out. Their Super Bomberman game is dope. But like
Bomberman's
everything
good.
else about it is just it wasn't underrated. Like, and I had my Virtual Boy up until like a year or two ago.
Interesting. I just got the
Yeah,
Xbox
see, yeah.
Series X a couple days ago.
Do you love it? Or is it about the same?
I mean, So what they're doing for now, like games that are newish, they're updating them to make them better for the better hardware. So that's where we are with it right now. It definitely, like, there's almost no load times now. So it's a better piece of hardware. I don't know if I like the new controller. I'm still using the older Xbox One controllers. Because they came out with the new controller.
Xbox One controller is a really good controller. I use it on my PC.
Yep. Yeah, me too. I have like an adapter.
I don't even have an Xbox.
With the
Right here.
links. Oh shit, Morton, look at you. Who knows about the links? Wasn't that an Atari system?
Yeah, the Atari Lynx. It was a portable system.
Yeah, I never tried that, but
handheld.
Heard about them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what was on the links. I've played them all.
There was Neo Geo Pocket Color. You could play Neo Geo games like in a handheld. That was another one.
All right. Yeah. The Atari Lynx. Yeah.
I think we're going to have to wrap soon, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Because
Got
I'm
to.
still supposed to. Yeah, I mean,
Hannibal's
Hannibal fell asleep on this.
Damn, Hannibal.
This lot.
believe that
Ooh,
he
you
would
lucky
do
we
that.
on Twitch because I would call you so many words.
Do we have any like Streamlabs or anything? I probably not.
Allegas. Allegas says, Shekels sires, please don't kill my chickens.
Okay.
Your puffins are on watch, though. That's it.
All right.
All right. We'll see you guys on Thursday.
Thursday.
Have a good night.
There we go.
Bye.
There we go.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.